Hello, guys. It's Archieluxury. How are you fikers today? And I just thought I'd come on a little bit earlier today. I took my son, the adult son, to the dentist. Jesus, I love you. I was praying to God, and we got him in to see the dentist. Jesus, we love you. Because that's all it was a faking miracle. So I do appreciate that. Guys, I want to talk watches. What's happening in the wristwatch world? What's happening? That's a very good question. What is happening indeed? Well, I've got to be honest with you there. I love a good wristwatch tail. I do. I love some wrist watches. I love my watches. I've always loved watches. And the thing is, it's a hobby you have. You go in and you go out. And I'm okay with that. I don't have a problem. Scud Racing. Hello, Scud Racing. $2. It's not much, but every bit helps. You betcha. You betcha it does there. It really does help. Everything helps. So I wanted to come on here and just talk to you guys. And what I wanted to say was that wrist watches, what's going on with the wrist watches? Well, that's a very good question. So wrist watches themselves there, I got to tell you, man, it is a very, very, very interesting scenario. Wrist watches. Wrist watches. So, I got to tell you, the Rolex has gone crazy. It's gone ballistic, absolutely ballistic. And I got to tell you, do I look? It is, you get a warm glow when you see how expensive pieces are, but it also pisses you off. And what I mean is, you can't jump into something like I quite like the Pepsi. I love the Pepsi. Like the Pepsi, but I don't like it enough to justify crazy, 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 crazy prices. I don't want to pay crazy, crazy money. I don't want to pay ridiculous odds. And that's kind of what happens. It's it's just, I don't know. So in many ways, yes, you know, it's nice to, but I don't think it's good that prices have gone this crazy. I don't know. I don't know why it is. I don't know. What would I know? What do I know? I'm very lucky to have a humble collection, but things have gone nuts. And it's really sad for the newbies. What are the newbies going to get? What are they going to buy? What are they going to do? The newbies. And that's one of the big problems, is the newbies have really, they got no room to move. There is no room to move with these newbies. And I got to be totally honest with you, they're stuck. They're really stuck. There's nothing you can buy, nothing you can do. So, in all honesty, I would say that it's tough. It's very tough, man. I don't know what the answer is there. I've been looking around for watches for a while. What can you buy? There's nothing really represents good value. It's all shite value. Shite value. Nothing really good value. I'm not sure what the answer is there. What would you do? What do you buy? See, you can't buy Rolex. Okay, Tuna. Breitling Super Ocean. Yeah, you could do that. Breitling Super Ocean is cool. There's a number of things you can do, but I gotta tell you, man, it is crazy. It is absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. And I don't see it getting better. I really don't see it get it better. So I gotta say, there's some brand like JJ LeCoultre. They've got some value. There's some value there. Yep, there's value. I gotta say, there's value in certain places, but it's not everywhere. It's not everywhere, man. Um, it's hard to find value in this industry. Omega. Yeah, Omega. I gotta say, there are some. Omega's a bit of a mixed bag. There's certain things in Omega which there's no discounts on, but there's other things that are really good bang per buck. So it's a bit of a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag. And that's kind of hard to deal with. Um yeah, it's a bit of a mixed bag there. Um I've got to be honest with you when I say that the industry, it's lonely. It is very, very lonely. It's a lonely space to be in. You've got to really think about what do you want to do in this space. And I got to tell you, man, I think the wrist. I've got to be honest with you. I don't see prices coming down. I don't see prices coming down. So, it is going to be very, very difficult. It's difficult. It's difficult. So, yeah, it is hard. It is hard, man. It makes it very, very, very hard. I'm not sure what the best answer is there. It's difficult. It's difficult. So you gotta understand there that some of this stuff is difficult, and there's no easy answer. Marcelo Time, how are you, Marcelo?
Well, easy times.
Easy
Difficult
times.
times means, yeah.
No worries. Marcelo Time. AMG, $8. AC, advice regarding shipping of empty watch box from Canada to Australia. Anxious about warranty papers. Best shipping company. Any other advice? Look, we're talking about a box. I'd probably see, the thing is, when you start shipping it through FedEx or DHL, they automatically start charging duties and taxes. So I'd probably send it through the post office. That's what I'd be doing. I think avoid. Hello, Tim. How are you?
Hey, Arch. What are we avoiding? What are we avoiding?
I'd avoid sending it FedEx or DHL. I think if you go to those premium shippers, you can actually ask for customs trouble, because what's the watch box worth? Okay, so you put a big value on it, then you're going to get lumbered with taxes on it, because they automatically put the taxes on. So I would probably send it through the post office. It used to have a service called EMS, Express Mail Service. It became Courier International. That was through the post office. And I've got to be honest with you, I think that's the best way to go. That's it. That's it. I personally, if I'm selling a watch, like a very expensive watch, I will not post. I hand deliver. I'm too old to be sending expensive watches in the post. It's just
good point.
Now, Tim, don't ever put shit which has got copyright material, because I'm just trimming it out now.
Yeah, sorry
That
about
was a
that.
Disaster, man.
Yeah.
That's a disaster. Don't
You know
ever
what? That
fucking
live
do
stream,
that.
it's
Okay?
not even worth keeping up. It was a very slow day, so.
Tim, I don't need you to tell me what's slow or not. You fucked up. You shouldn't put copyright material. I'm
Yeah,
just
I didn't
telling you. I'm
realize it.
asking
I
you.
didn't
I
realize
don't
it.
need you to come back and say it was a shit day. That's irrelevant.
I know, but I didn't
Any
realize
day that
it.
brings in money is a good day.
Hey, Arch, do you think
Okay?
I put it on
And
knowing that
what
it's going to be
is my
taken down?
shit day? What is my shit day, right, may not be a shit day for. What may be a shit day for you is not a shit
Do you
day
think
for
I
me.
put it on with some nefarious
No.
reason?
This
I
is
had
the
no
thing.
idea.
Tim, I realize this. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be on here. I'm just asking you
Exactly.
in
These
future, just be
YouTube
careful.
bikers. Yeah, I know.
Is
I'm
that
sorry.
okay? Can I just say that you should just take the punishment and say, yeah, it was a
take it.
mistake.
I'm
That's it.
taking it. I'm
Don't
sorry,
need to
Arch.
be.
I will never do it. It will never happen
Well,
again.
no, I'm just saying. Look, we all
No,
do
I'm telling
things.
you. I'm sorry. It will never happen again.
That's okay. Just be nice. Just say, okay, it was a
Yeah.
mistake. Okay, no
Yeah, it
problem.
was a
It's not a
fuck up.
problem. I'm cutting it out. I'm cutting that
Yeah.
out now. Okay.
You can click the button. It does it automatically.
That's what I'm doing.
Cool.
That's what I'm doing. I'm just telling you. That's what
YouTube is
the
hard,
story
Arch.
is. AMG, whatever you do, don't use FedEx or DHL, because that you'll be paying duty on it. And it's just a fucking, I hate DHL. I really fucking hate DHL.
I shipped
Really hate DHL.
United States Postal Services. It worked wonders. Just regular, good old postal service.
No, Tim. This is my advice, not your advice. I wouldn't. I said EMS. They used to have Express Courier International, is what it's called. ECI, Express Courier International. That's the top service through the postal service. And I got to tell you, when I sell expensive watches, I only now hand deliver. I don't want to sell watches. I don't want to sell watches. I don't want to do that. Ken Fresno. Arch, the leftist fifth column destroys from the inside.
I think he's referring to Marcelo.
It's okay. By the way, Ukraine versus Russia, which side are you on, Tim?
I'm on the side of Ukraine. Ukraina. What about you?
You know what? I've been to Ukraine. I don't give a fuck about either side. They're both cunts. I hate them both.
Yeah.
I really don't fucking feel. Mind you, you must admit, Russia's being really nasty. They've cyber attacks. Firstly, they destabilize the banking system. Cyber attack. They're nasty. Putin.
Yeah.
Whatever he says one thing and does the complete
Oh, yeah.
opposite. He's like
very
you.
clever.
He's like you, isn't he?
Yeah.
You know?
He's like Marcelo.
Why? I never
Don't need
said
to involve
something and do
Marcelo
something
in this.
else.
Marcelo's
How to destroy Archie's stream. Start a stream to help Archie. I'm doing the 24-hour drain stream to help you, Arch.
Why are you so much against me? Jesus Christ. What's going on with
he's
this
jealous,
guy?
Marcelo. He's jealous of your success. The Hebrew hammer's doing well.
The Hebrew hammer's coming for all of us. He's putting down the hammer, Arch.
I got to tell you,
Everyone
the
should be
Hebrew
worried.
Hammer closed the restaurant for 20 days now.
Why is that? Corona? What the
Because
fuck?
of this Corona thing.
Oh,
They-
see, the rest. This is what I love about Japan. The
Hmm.
rest of the world's opening up. They're still in stupid fucking. Japan is always fucking.
They're late. They're always
Nuts.
late.
Ken
Ken
Fresno.
Fresno, $2. Tim is the fifth column. Giggles is harmless.
But Marcelo giggles more than me.
But this is what Ken's saying. I tend to.
have-
Marcelo,
But I don't
tell
know.
me
Maybe.
this, man. Japan
have
is
20
fucking.
people
So you've
follow
still got to
him
pay
giggle.
rent,
Look at
Marcelo.
him giggle.
Marcelo, when you've still got these lockdowns, you've still got to pay rent. Do you get no concessions or what?
In rent, no. But they do give a small support now. That
How
is
much do they
something
support?
Like, I like something like $200 a day.
Woo! It's good
Well,
money.
your rent's much more than that,
It's
isn't
good
it?
money. You have any
200
idea
per
how much
day.
I pay rent?
How much is your
You know
rent
how
a
mu-
day?
You think I am in Thailand? I pay like $50 rent a month. No, I pay $3,000 for my shop and another
That's
$4,000
$3,000. That's
in-
$100 a day, isn't it?
Yeah, and another $4,000 for my house.
Okay. 7,000 a month in rent you pay. Holy fuck!
Yeah, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
You've
and
got to
this-
make money soon, Marcelo.
yeah, I know, and that's
Marcelo,
why
you
this help.
gotta
This
take
does help
over
a little
Archie's
bit.
leads quicker. Come on, man.
I have 20 people watching my channel in general,
That's what I'm saying.
and the super
You
chat
need
that
more.
I'm getting is,
Drop
is,
the link
is
to
maybe,
Marcelo time. Let's drop the link
Here
to
we go.
Marcelo
Yankee
time.
Doodle. Yankee Doodle, $2. Yankee Doodle, $2. What does a BMW 3 Series say about you? I got to be totally honest now. I think these cars, they used to say something, right? But now a BMW 3 Series, you know what? They're not. They're an amazing car, but they're no longer a luxury, super high-end car. They're mass market. They're a middle-class car. Okay.
Arch, I'm dropping the link to Marcelo time. Everybody go subscribe to Marcelo time. Marcelo time is taking over.
Yeah, I could just you don't need to put any
all
links.
the leads.
Just stay focused on this topic.
Okay.
Nothing. 3 Series, you know what? It's like a C-Class Mercedes. They used to be. Mercedes and BMW were so prestigious. Now, yeah, they're nice. They're kind of like where Cadillac in that. Look, I think realistically, what does it say? It just says, look, I'll be honest with you. They got amazing technology, a lot of plastic crap in them. You wouldn't want to own this shit when the Ks are raking up. You don't want to own it when it's sort of. I don't think you'll get 200,000 kilometers out of it. Okay, honestly. Well, you will. You'll get unlimited kilometers as long as you keep throwing money at the fucking thing. Okay, that's
Did
the
you make a
reality.
listing on him? Did you make a listing on the
Sorry.
BM is in lease?
Yeah, it's on lease.
Ah, so it's perfect. So just fuck the
Yeah,
car. It's okay.
yeah. Look. It's 5-year lease, right? But you know what? I think realistically, you probably don't want to own that sort of car just because there's so much tech in it. Like I don't know. I think with a Japanese car, they'd be more reliable. The only problem with Japanese is they're so fucking boring. They are boring. So, look, you got to work this shit out yourself. I think myself, I don't think cars say terribly much about anyone.
Super chat.
They don't really say. Yankee Doodle, $2. Does a 5 Series say something different than an M?
Then
5
3.
Series says you got more money. 3 Series, every fucking real estate agent, just these bullshitters. I got to tell you, BMW and Mercedes, they attract a lot of douchebags, and Audi to a certain extent. They're all kind of douchebaggy kind of things. They're amazing.
What
They're
is like
incredible.
a non-douchebag car?
Could I say something? If I
Yeah.
see a real estate guy
Yeah.
with a 5 serial or a 6 serial and come to
Yeah.
me to sell a house, I say, fuck you. I mean, you are like, you're making money on me.
Look, well, that's exactly it. Look, I think realistically, I think a non-douchebag car is like a Camry. That's a non-douchebag. That's somebody who's working, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, look, the problem is
I'm
these
going
are
to buy
all
a
very
house from a
sensitive. These are
real estate
sensitive.
that
These are
drives a
sensitive
Subaru.
topics because they involve something called status. Status.
Mm.
And the problem with status is people get really upset with status. Okay,
The unwritten rules.
Yeah, it's kind of these things, status and that there, people, they get funny, okay? They get very funny about status. So,
yeah.
I got to be honest with you, status itself there, yeah, it's kind of difficult to explain how it works with status, but people
Give
get
it a try.
very funny. I don't know why it is with cars, they get so funny with these things. They get really
What is the
sensitive.
most popular car in Manhattan?
See, Manhattan, I don't know if you really want a car.
Everything.
Manhattan's expensive, okay?
Yeah.
New York,
No,
East
that's what I
Side,
said,
West
if you-
Side, Manhattan, that's right in the heart, right? So that's all very expensive. Tim's actually in Brooklyn, that's a long way away from Manhattan. It's like an
cheapest.
hour away, isn't it? How far
It's
is
an hour away.
Manhattan to the what?
It's about an hour away, yeah.
So New York City, you're in the Brooklyn, right? See, New York has these boroughs.
Yeah.
So it's like Tokyo. Tokyo is massive, right?
Yeah.
So New York and Tokyo is similar. It's got these areas there. So you might be in Tokyo, but it takes you 8. And the thing is, too, there may not be a direct train through that location. You might have to, in Japan, you got to change lines. Fuck, that's hard. Fuck.
But let me show you something. I don't know. Did you used to buy tickets and pass a ticket from train to train when you came?
In New York, it's very simple. The trains
I had a
are
JR
so simple.
pass. A JR
Yeah.
pass.
Like
They
me.
had tourist
you used
pass.
The
It's
JR,
very...
fuck it. And they charge the fuck money out of you.
New York has the best trains, I think.
It was actually on special, but the problem is that doesn't include the Shinkansen. You got to pay extra for the Shinkansen. They just
Super
cheap. $25 RJW. $25. Mind if I hop on? Of course. Let's dump the link. Put the link.
In New York, basically, you pay $2.75 now, and you go anywhere. As long as you stay on the train, don't leave, you can go anywhere, same price.
By the way, guys, I got the rubber floor mats.
Wow.
Nice.
Rubber.
Coffee. Wait a second.
Go pick
up the coffee.
Okay, man.
Marcelo is
Rubber
stealing Archie's
floor
stick, by the
mats.
way,
That
by
was
drinking
paid
coffee.
for by Timothy. Timmy. So what's his name?
Tommy.
Tommy. I knew it started with a T. Tommy. No,
Timmy, that stick we stole from from Ballinger.
Yeah, we got
Cameron.
Cameron, I heard. What was the story? I heard you blocked Cameron the other day when you found out he was charged. What was the story, Tim? I want to know that.
No. He's got super chat.
CB, $5. Archie, you win the lottery. All of a sudden, you are worth well over 100 million. What car do you buy, and what watch would you buy?
Wow.
Wowzers. I can't even contemplate that. Cameron, have you been naughty? Have you
Apparently
been inside,
Cameron is
Cameron?
blocked on JJ's and the other group's streams. They don't want him
Trolling.
there.
Cameron, really?
Yeah.
I think
it's kind of a racist thing, you know.
It's not racist. Why do you say it's racist when you act like a fucking dickhead? Okay? No, Cameron, it's because
just
you
wanna
act
talk
like
watches.
a fucking dickhead. No, you act like a fucking dickhead. That's the reason, Cameron. In fact, if I wasn't desperate to have you on the panel here, I'd ditch you now, okay?
Oh my
Me
God.
dead. I
Super
like the
chat.
way they bring up the race card. What the fuck, Cameron? That's
What
you know
race?
that's
What race do you are
racist.
there, Cameron?
Wait.
Using the race
Wait,
card
I'm Italian.
You are what?
Italian.
Who fucking know? Okay, here we go.
That-
If I
that's
won
how you
100
treat
million,
it.
let me answer the question. You know
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
100 million. Okay, so basically unlimited money. I'd get a Bentley. A Bentley. And I'd also, as far as hello, RJW, how are you?
Do we still need to keep Cameron?
I'm good. How are you?
We'll just see how he behaves.
Okay.
I'd get a Bentley, and as far as a watch goes, I'd probably get a couple. I'd get a couple.
Mhm.
I'd definitely get a 5172. I
same
would
one that
probably.
JJ
I'd
got?
like to. Yeah, same one. I'd like to get a 5960, like JJ sold.
Mhm.
I'd also like to get. I'd like to get a 5905, a 5205, and some perpetual.
The platinum
perpetual
with the
or two.
salmon dial?
Oh, that's a chronograph. Yeah, I'd get one of those too. You know what? I'd spend $1 million. I'd just buy whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
And how many Rolex?
6 or 7.
No, I probably just want a Pepsi. That's all I'd want is a Pepsi.
Oh. On
I'm
Jubilee
not
or
paying-
Oyster?
Whatever the deal's on.
Even
really-
with $100 million in the bank, you'd still choose the one that's better price.
Of course.
And I got to be
It's
honest
all
with you.
about
I'd
the
try and
price.
I want to set up some sort of. I tell you what I want to do. I'd also would like to. You know what I'd like to do with $100 million?
Tell us. Set up a pool trust, a trust for up and coming
it's
wristwatch YouTubers.
No, I'd like to set up a charity,
Uh-huh.
drug rehabilitation and disenfranchised youth.
Wow.
I'd like to put it like in sort of semi-rural, so not in the city, more semi-rural.
Yeah.
I'd like to try some alternative methods.
Mm.
Okay, that's what I'd like to give that a squirt.
Yeah.
I'd like to do so. I don't really need stuff. I'm not looking at what would I buy, like a plane. I don't want a plane.
A
Okay,
jet.
I'm happy to go commercial.
Would
happy
you
to
go
go
to
com-
space? It's
No interest.
400,000.
Dangerous. It's dangerous. I know. No, I wouldn't go to space.
Mhm.
I would actually. It's more so. I'd want to set up. I don't think I would. I'd possibly get a nicer house,
Mhm.
but that's not the thing. I want to set up something. What I want to do is, okay, can I tell you my concept?
Tell us the concept.
Okay. There's a park where they got these little blocks of land. I want to put tiny houses in it for homeless people.
Wow.
And well, not
That
really
would be
homeless.
nice.
This is. I want to do something.
Caravans. We want to put caravans.
No. These are tiny houses, okay?
Mhm.
But they got a little block and a little garden,
Mhm.
and if they're not going to play by the rules,
Mhm.
they get tossed out. They're going to do drugs or do.
Would you
stupid things,
allocate
you're
one
out.
for me?
you know what? I honestly would like to do this. I'd like to create this community to help people transition back into society. That's what I'd like to do, more so than buying a jet or a Bentley. I'll be honest with you, I don't even need a fucking Bentley. I honestly, I would like to set up the charity. That's what I'd like to do, more so than buy stuff. I probably got enough stuff. I'll tell you something about that. I just want to cover this quickly.
Yep.
Actually, we'll come back to it. I want to tell you something important.
Fat
Windbag band, 10 pounds. Hi, Arch. Watch out, soy boys. I'll be back soon. I have been binge watching all the streams. I have seen all your game.
I don't think it's possible to catch up on Marcelo time because it runs 24/7.
Archie.
Wish him well. He was sick.
Yes, he had COVID. He had COVID. Fat Windbag Band Man, we love you and we hope you get better. We've missed you too. We actually missed you. We missed you. Diego M, $2. Arch, Tim, Marcelo, OC, Cameron, good to see you. Thank you.
Yes, let's go.
You're on thin ice, by the way, Cameroon.
They say they like me on here. Look, it's good to see all of us together.
We'll see. SP $2. I want a steel Datejust 41 blue dial, just saying. What I want to say is this. Can I say something to you?
Tell us something.
So I had morning. Okay, here we go. Rolly Mania, £1.80. Arch, when you getting a 126710 BLNR to match that Beamer? You know what? I don't think
Pepsi.
I don't mind. I'm happy to go for it. I'm happy to go. Actually, to be honest with you, a Batgirl or Batman, any of those GMTs would be cool. But it's not going to happen. I can tell you this. I wish it would, but you know what? It's not really going to. I don't think it's going to happen. Let me just say one thing to you, bud. Friend of mine, he's got several $1 million. Always been a bit stingy. He likes Korean cars. He's got a doctorate in finance, and he wrote his doctoral thesis on how the Korean makers have come into the marketplace, okay? Now, he told me yesterday he's got heart and lung issues. He's basically got less than 2 years left.
Wow.
Now, does money mean anything when you got less than 2 years left? He's got a nice house. He's got a nice holiday home. His children have done well. They work for... One of them's one's in professional services, like for a big 5 accounting firm, and the other one has got a master's and she's in literature. Kids have done well. Everything's happy. Everything's cool. He's always been stingy on car front. I'd like to see him buy. He wants to get a Genesis SUV. Okay.
Now,
but
my neighbor has a Genesis SUV.
Yeah, they're okay. They're nice. But you know what? What do you do when you got 2 years left? Does money matter? Does any of this shit really matter? William Money, $2. AC3 with 100 million. Your journey with AD may change. But you know what? I'll be honest with you. I think when you have that much money, I'd want to try and make the world better.
Archie, I have a question. Does your friend is a believer, like a religion person?
No, not really.
Because if he's that much wealthy, his kids is pretty much fixed, the wife is fixed, everything is fixed, and they have an extra money, and he have only 2 years, probably estimate 2 years to live. Why he doesn't do basically what was maybe your dream if you have an extra money? They say do a charity maybe for.
He doesn't want to do that. He's never been very charitable.
I know, but maybe now is the time.
No, he doesn't want to do that. He Sirocco, how are you?
Sirocco sales.
Archie, I'm well. How are you? Tim, how are you going? Hello, Marcelo. Can I just say something? Just interrupting your chat. I just saw a comment. I've just been to Dunny and I walked back and I saw a super chat from Fat Windbag Ben. Just wanted to
I hope
say,
he's doing much better.
acknowledge him at the super chat, and great to see you kind of up and about, I guess. So, yeah, we're all a little concerned over at Marcelo Time, and I'm sure here at Archieluxury live stream as well. So, yeah, great to see you, Fats.
I got to tell you there, Sirocco, I had morning tea, showed the beamer to my friend.
Yep.
And he tells me he's got heart and lung problems. The doctors have said his chance of living longer than 2 years is 20%.
Wow.
He said, what chance of 5 years? 6%.
Fuck. What would you do?
He's
Start
got money.
living.
He's got a nice house. He's always had fairly... He's upper middle class, okay? His kids have done well. They're adults. His kids are adults. He's 63. I said to him, do you feel cheated? He said, that wasn't on the form. It wasn't on the form. Their choice is 2 years or 5 years. These are the percentages. He said there wasn't another choice to be angry.
So here is the thing: if you have more money than you can spend during that time, because
but he's going to leave money to his kids. But he doesn't want to spend. He's happy. He doesn't want to do. I'm just telling you what I would do. It's different to what someone else would do.
Yeah, but
they can't take on my value system. They can't take on my value system, can they? So Rocco,
but
what do you think? Would you feel cheated? 2 years left.
Oh, mate, it's a really fucking hard question. I don't know.
They've already lopped your toe off, Sirocco. I mean, you've been there. You've had these hard decisions yourself.
Well, when I had my slight prostate scare back in 2020, after my biopsy, and waiting for the results on that, when I finally did get the results, and it was supposed to take 2 weeks, but actually I ended up having to fucking phone, so I don't know where, because they got lost. The sense of relief that I had when I was told that it was benign, and I was nothing really to worry about at that stage. The relief that I felt was overwhelming. I cannot imagine being told the other way, the opposite of what I was told.
It would be grief then, wouldn't it?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I think I'd be just totally overwhelmed with it, frankly. It's such a hard question. I really don't know.
The thing is, it's a fucking, no matter how much time we've got, we always want more, right?
Of course.
And I said to him, why don't you start... He can't fly anywhere either. He can't get on a plane. Okay.
Yeah, they won't let him once you've got that sort of.
He can go on a cruise.
Yep.
He can go on cruises, but it's not. I said to him, he's basically look. I said to him, why don't you go and stay at the Marriott or the Sheraton, or go over here, go do this? He said, well, I've already got a holiday house, which I'd prefer to stay at than at the bloody Sheraton, and I don't even use it.
Yeah.
He's got a nice house. He doesn't want to do that. Do you understand?
But he's got family and kids, I guess.
He can't drink either. I said, have you thought about taking up smoking? No?
Yeah.
Well, not smoking in KFC?
Smoking in KFC, yeah. But he can't eat much.
The thing is...
He's on medication where if he drinks, it makes him really sick. Okay, so he can't drink, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think whilst you're there, while you're still kicking, there's always hope. It's a really...
Orient Coyote, €1. Thank you, Based Orient. By the way, I just want to say very quickly to my good friend Tommy, I got the rubber mats. I got the rubber mats.
That's awesome.
The
Man.
rubber mats. I got the rubber mats.
That's great. I'm glad.
And
Pregnant carpet.
I was
Rubber.
going to actually just put them on top of the existing carpet, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because it had carpet mats, right?
sure.
But I decided, you know what? Because that'll put a indentation onto them. I'll take it out because the rubber mats, they fit better
Yeah.
without the other ones in.
Yeah.
And they weren't very big. So I thought I'll take them out. I put them in the trunk because they're in the trunk, right?
Sure.
Because they're not in the way. The trunk's fine.
They'll stay new looking in the trunk too.
Riveting content
Sorry,
right
what's that?
here.
What's that, Mike?
They stay new looking in the trunk.
Yeah. So what I was thinking is, so I put them in, and they're fantastic. All-weather rubber mats. The rubber mats. And I decided, you know what? Based Orient Coyote, €2. Hi, sir. What do you think about the Super Ocean 42? Now, that's the non-heritage I think he's talking about. I actually think Breitling, they got some really fucking ugly watches too, but they got some really cool watches.
Yeah.
And
Archie,
I
put the link of the stream in your group and
yeah, no
other
worries,
group.
man. That's cool.
Have
The
a couple
Breitling
diamonds in the
Super
rough.
Ocean 42. I got to tell you, I've owned a few steel
Yeah,
fish
to do this.
in the past. I prefer the heritage. I really do prefer the heritage. But you know what? Yeah, I could do the standard Super Ocean. I think it's funky. Look at this. Look at these watches here. Look at this on the rubber. Look at this on the rubber. It's on the rubber. On the rubber. I think that's a fucking good looking watch. Look at that. Rubber. It's on the rubber. I think that looks really
Say rubber a few more times.
cool. Rubber. Robert, where's Robert?
Rub it in.
Robert. So I got to tell you, there's some beautiful. I think I actually quite like Breitling. I think good bang per buck. Tommy, thank you for the rubber mats. Tommy,
Of course, man.
Just
No
to,
problem.
just to prove that I did actually buy them, I just want to show you the BMW. This is the packaging,
legend.
the logo. And I got front. I had to buy them separately, front ones and rear.
Yeah.
So that's the.
I'm glad you got it, man.
Because the kids
Archie.
weren't taking care. They weren't taking care when they got in. Yes, Cameron.
Can I ask you this?
Sure.
Are you still looking for your GMTs?
Well, if one comes up, I'll get it. But I don't think there's much chance. But go on.
Have-
There's always
Have
hope.
you tried the ADs in New Zealand?
Nah, can't be bothered. You know what? If one comes my way, it comes my way. Otherwise, there's no chance, Cameron.
Because they have Partridge Jewelers in
I
Auckland.
know they're very hard to get stock out of.
bro.
I've been into Partridge Jewelers, actually, to tell you the truth. I have actually been in there a couple years ago.
Actually, by
Yep.
the way, we have a new guest in the panel. We didn't ask him nothing.
Who's this? Who's the new
You
guest?
may be referring
Cameron.
to me.
Ah,
I think.
yeah. No, this is.
uh,
What's your name?
I could go by RJW. I hopped on another night just for a second there. I believe.
Archie,
you
are
got
you
a
serious? He's
delivery.
like donated thousands of dollars in super chats. How do you not know his name, bro?
No, I'm just asking. We're just getting the
No.
questions.
He's
Definitely-
VIP.
It hasn't been thousands of dollars, but I don't.
He donates a
don't,
lot.
hold
I
it
know
against
the
you.
initials. Talk to me. What sort of watches do you have? What do you do? Tell me your story.
Yeah, I've got mainly sort of neo vintage Rolex. I have a 16613 Bluesy, 18038 diamond dial, day date, which I believe. Did you have that at some point as well?
I had an 18038.
Yeah,
That's the
exactly. Yeah,
Sapphire.
that's the one. Then I've got extremely small wrists. I'll probably be crucified for this in the chat, but I've got this was my first watch that I bought back in my freshman year of university. I was living in France, in Paris. I bought a 34 millimeter
two-tone Oyster Perpetual, but it has the 369 dial. Honestly, it's
lovely.
you know, yeah, it is. It's a nice piece. And then
How old are you?
I'm in the latter half of my 20s, let's say that. So basically,
Wow.
I'm
Still a young
so
pup.
29.
yeah. So I've got.
I would have
and then I've
said
got some
50
other
with
stuff that you
choices
wouldn't
of
be
watches
interested
like
in.
that, wouldn't you, Mike?
Yeah.
Well, Archie,
That I would.
the 18038 was from my dad. He wore that for a while, and then he gave
He's
that
no longer
to me.
with us.
No, thank God he is with us. But he
Okay.
no, he gave that to me for my undergraduate graduation.
What does he wear now?
He doesn't wear anything. He had. I mean, he's in his late 60s. He has sort of soft skin, if that makes any sense. And he just says,
Hey,
"No,
Arch,
fuck it,
can
don't
I
wanna wear anything."
interrupt and ask a question?
Of course.
Just wondering what happened to Pavel. Pavel apparently has been banned, is he, again?
Oh.
And he's a member.
I don't think he's
Just
a member.
reading the chat.
No, he's not a member. He's not a member.
Yeah, just reading the chat.
I can unban anyone. Do you reckon I should open the floodgate? Tell me, Sirocco. I need your guidance.
I don't think there's much gauge
I
to
don't
it.
know about that, but I thought
keep getting
Pavel's
banned?
a pretty good supporter of your channel.
Look, I'm going back. I'm
wonder
trying
why
to
he got
find
banned.
out.
Someone's
I'm
banned
doing a bit of an investigative reporting.
I
here.
just
One second, let's see.
reinstated Pavel. Okay.
I'm gonna try to see
Yep,
what
thanks, Arch.
he did.
Yeah, no, he's reinstated. I gotta tell you. Yeah, so can I ask you something, RJW? Sovereign. Who's this? Who's this? Who we got here? Who's this? Who's this?
I'm Timmy, the green-eyed monster of Marcelo's channel.
Timmy, the green-eyed monster
Holy shit.
from Marcelo's
hell is
channel.
that?
Amazing.
Oh, God. It's a green-eyed monster called Tim.
That's amazing.
So,
So wrong.
is the green something to do with
What does he have
irony,
to say?
green, envy, jealousy? Is that the sort of monster you're talking about, Sov?
Well, it's both. It's both, Archie, because let's face it, envy is you want something that someone else has got.
It's deadly.
So
sin.
he's
Seven
envious.
deadly-
He's envious of Marcelo, and he's envious of Archieluxury, and it's jealousy
Green-eyed.
because he's fear of losing his own.
Yes.
You know, he's got competition. Right here.
It's a red-eyed monster. Wow.
It's a
Snake, who this supposed to be?
I mean, my
I just want to say that my green monster is better than your monster, Snake, and I cut this one out on the CNC lathe, and yeah, I got the job done, man. Yeah.
Oh,
see.
so
Okay,
okay, so I
Pal.
see what he did. Okay, Palvi, he spammed 3 times in a row the same fucking thing, and then he got banned. Someone banned him. I don't know who, but Palvi, you can't spam. Okay. Someone
yeah.
got him.
Powie's okay, man. Don't you fuck with Pally, man. He speaks the truth, man.
Okay, but it might be actually computer who got him. But he kept
So
spamming
tell me
the same
this,
thing. So.
RJW.
Just saying.
What did your dad do to buy a date in?
You see how I've got the neck beard like all of the Americans do? See?
Yes.
Oh my god, dude. That wasn't fucking funny. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
I've got some teeth there, just like Tommy Boy.
I love it. RJ, what did your dad do for a living? How did he buy a date? Was that a lot of money when he bought it?
Well, first, can I just ask, is that like paper mache or what the fuck is that? Because that is an elaborate piece of work there.
It's toilet paper.
That's
It's Wizard would say it's your mama's pantyhose.
It's like it started out as toilet paper.
I just want to say that everyone, Timmy's got a new nickname. Pantyhose Tim.
I'll take it.
Because he's the closest thing to a cunt you've ever seen.
Because he's what? Because he's what?
He's the closest thing to a cunt you've ever seen.
Closest. into a cunt you've ever seen.
You heard it, folks. He took it. Pantyhose Tim.
Pantyhose Tim. All right. We'll see what sticks.
You know, I have another nickname, Archie.
What's that?
Well, at Betty's Fish and Chips, the best fish and chips in the world, just down the road from me, where I'll take you when you come visit. They are known for their pies. And
I love pies.
The lady makes this blueberry pie that is out of this world. I mean, like beyond exceptional, special. And I'm known as Blueberry Mike.
Blueberry Mike.
Like, Blueberry Mike's here. Hey, Blueberry Mike. They actually have my phone number pasted down next to their phone for when the stepmother makes blueberry pies. She makes them very far and few between, but I get a phone call when she makes them. I usually come in and buy all of them. I give them out to friends. They're that special.
Based Orient Coyote, €2 in my 1820s and starting to have horns like you. That's great. Thank you. So, RJW, tell me this. What did your dad do for a living? To buy a day date. That's
He's blessed if he's got horns like you, Archie. He's blessed.
He's blessed.
Pushing drugs, Archie, obviously. What the hell?
I think, Cameron, we'll just let you go for the night. Thank you for coming on. And we got Big Mac, $2. Mike, show us that stuffed monster again.
It's called a My Pet Monster. And it was a monster. There's 3 of them, series that they sold as when I was a kid. It was my
Mikey, why is your sound so crap today, mate? Have you got your wrong microphone
sound
on?
Is very low.
I think you got a computer microphone on.
No, I'll turn it up. I'll turn it up. I just turned it up now.
No, you just sound hollow. I don't think you've got the microphone working. No, Mikey, I think you've got your computer microphone on, not your boom microphone on your headsets. Wrong microphone.
Nothing about my computer that I can adjust.
Which one are you using? You may be using.
You sound as hollow as Tim's soul.
Huh. I mean, I've been using it.
Guys, I'll be straight back. I'll be straight back, guys. First break. I'm going to be back. RJW, before I go, what did your dad do for a job to afford a day date?
I got to go get My Pet Monster, so I'll be right back.
Yeah, well, he actually he bought it secondhand, and he was never into watches. He used to wear, for the longest time, I remember.
So why did he buy it? What made him buy the day date?
So it sounds like it's something out of a fucking Patek Philippe ad or something. But when he gave me the watch, he said, you know, I never wanted a fucking Rolex. He said I looked like a douchebag for several years wearing this thing. But he said, you know, I knew that you were into watches. So and I was telling him too about, you know, it'd be cool, you know, if you would hand me down. He had a tag at the time, but and so he basically bought it for me and he gave it to me for my graduation. So that was pretty cool.
Right.
But yeah.
Do you like it?
I love it. Yeah, I absolutely love it. The only
color
problem
dial?
is with it, it's a champagne dial diamond with.
What's the problem with it?
The only problem with it is that I'm right in between links, and so it's either sort of too loose or it's too tight, sort of thing, you know. And that's the problem with that presidential bracelet, like the butter, and really any.
Hey, I'll be back in a minute, guys.
Be quick.
Cover me.
Be quick. I got you.
He can take as long as he wants, Timmy.
Well, no, I mean, we don't know where this is gonna go.
The problem is that they date presidential yellow gold with a champagne dial.
Monster. I'll just listen so you can see it every time.
Timmy's starting to sweat now. He's lost his protection.
Russ, Rachel, what? Archie was my protection?
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have his rubber.
As long as you're endorsed by the Pontiff, you've got protection.
Hey, it's I'm a paid. Archie pays me to help him run.
It's obviously not performance based.
It's not.
Yeah, but you've had,
trust me,
Tim. Tim, you've got experience in getting fired, so you know don't get too complacent.
It's not the first time. Hey, it's not the first time that I was fired from Archie's show either. So
pantyhose Tim.
Always getting it. Hey Ron, he's always getting them in a twist.
Pantyhose Tim and Blueberry Mike.
I mean, I don't have my. It sounds like you guys got pantyhose in the twist because he's still talking about me. Ross Rachel Brady, $2. Tim, we need more of the roommate on. It's ratings gold. Thank you, Ross Rachel Brady. KH, $7 Canadian super chat. Arch, oh, congratulations on BMW. Nothing wrong with leasing.
Let's ask the punters. Pantyhose Tim, yes or no? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Let's ask the punters. Let's go punters. Let's ask the chat.
Let's ask
1 for Pantyhose Tim, 2
I gotta say,
for no.
Doesn't sound very funny. Seems forced.
Here we go. Oh, 1, 2. Starting to come in. 2. It's about 50-50 at the moment, Timmy.
You know what, Savron,
have you got your
capable of
Aussie
so much more. Like the excommunication videos that you wrote for me, JJ, and Marco, they were so much more creative. This seems a little bit lazy. What's up with the laziness?
Ooh. Oh, okay. Big Meech, I'm gonna
So
put
Timmy, you say you're going to back Ukraine, are you? You're
too busy. You're too busy spending all your hours on Marcelo time.
When are you going to give
up
up
with
your
something
cushy
more creative,
position?
right?
When are you going to give up your cushy position and go and fight for the mother country, Timmy? When are you going to don the uniform?
Hey, Savron,
you've already
you
got the
busy?
haircut for it.
You were
Have a
too
shave.
busy on Marcelo time to come up with something more creative.
Marcelo, good time all the time.
Well, no, I'm saying, but like, you know, this pantyhose Tim sounds very forced, not very creative. You're capable of so much more. It just seems, I think your hours have been taken up by
By the way,
Marcelo time all the time, man.
The numbers are running 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2.
Timmy, it's getting to you, mate. The envy, the jealousy, it's getting to you. You're in a frenzy. You're trying to incite everyone.
You're trying to come up with something, and it's a fail, man. It's a total fail.
There you go, Big Meech.
Savron, I'm sorry. It's just not funny.
Hey, what's that on your chin, Timmy?
It's called a second chin. I got two chins.
Just wipe it, mate. The bullshit's coming out. There it is. Wipe it off. It'll come out, mate. It'll come out.
I mean, again,
Big Meech, I placed my pet monster where it can be seen forevermore. It'll always be there, right behind me, keeping us company.
Beautiful, Mikey.
So, Mikey, tell us a story about your monster, Mikey. Tell us a story, mate.
Just as a kid,
Is your toy from a kid?
What?
Is a toy from your kid, from your childhood?
Yeah, and I lost it, and then in my 20s or 30s, my mother found one. She put an ad in the paper, actually, and found one, and I got it replaced as a birthday present, and I've had it ever since. And I had to find a special place to put it because my little dog, seeing now that I've paid attention to it, if she can get at it, she will shred it to little pieces. So I had to find a spot that's high up enough that she won't jump up and grab it. So I think that is good enough where it sits now.
Yeah, but if you've got Foxy, she'll just take that down in a second if she wants it. It's got to be on top of a cupboard.
She really wants it. She knows better. It's stuff that's low. It's low-lying fruit that she likes to go after generally. She knows not to go jumping up really high for stuff.
Yeah. What about watches?
So you got a pair?
Guys?
Are they brother and sister,
I just
or?
want to talk watches.
All right, Timmy, you talk watches.
Watches.
You talk watches
On your radar. What's going on in the?
Yeah, there is actually.
By the way, talking about watches, we have 36 upvotes and there's over 260.
There's a new watch coming. You're absolutely right, mate. Yeah.
That new Spearfish model. I forget the brand name, but the model's called Spearfish, and it's quite the sharp-looking watch.
The Spearfish watch?
Yeah, Spearfish is the model, I believe. I forget the name brand. I think it may fall under the shitter category price-wise. But man, it looked really nice. I kind of, it raised my eyebrow a little bit. Saw an ad for it, I think.
Savron, what was still heavy here?
A review somebody did.
Because I'm not familiar with your wristwatch. Can you tell us about your watch collecting journey?
Mine?
No, Savron.
Savron.
Rarely do we see. We know Savron. Everyone knows Savron, but rarely do we talk about his wristwatches. Can we do a little show and tell, Sav? Oh, your audio is gone. Your
Sav,
audio
you're
is gone.
muted.
Oh, we're back again?
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
From the beginning. Sorry.
There we go. So, Timmy, what do you want to talk about, mate? Sav's watches.
Yeah. Sav's watches. I don't think anyone knows what watches you have. What was your latest pickup? Tell us
No,
about
actually,
your
we
wrist
do.
watches.
We do. Actually, you have
Actually,
amazing,
this one's for you, Timmy,
really
since you're such a lefty commie, mate. This one's for you, buddy.
I'll send you my address.
There you go. Look at that.
Wow.
Yep. Look at the teardrop logs on that. Hey?
That seems like a collectible, actually.
It's like Marcelo's channel, just never stops, going all the time. Archie wants one of those.
Is that a
Archie wants one of those. Archie wants one with a parlor girl on it, doing the same thing.
Does that brand make
actually,
other
that one I
designs?
went also with the
They have a couple of others of it he mentioned.
Yeah.
Savron,
there was a couple. They actually did Osama bin Laden reloading an AK-47. No, I must have made that bit up. No,
what the hell kind of brand is this?
They did Queen Elizabeth waving. She was holding the handbag and waving with the other one. And they
was
also
it a Birkin?
No, I don't know, Timmy. I'm not into handbags, mate. You'd have to. You're the expert on handbags. Yeah. So what? Yeah. So I like
what brand is that? Just if in case any commies watching.
You'd have to read the back.
Okay, just so that it focuses.
Hang on a second. I'll just get the focus. Hang on a second.
You have to bring it really closely.
I just
really
started.
Get in there. No, closer. Keep pushing. Ah, there we go.
Shuhang.
Wuhan. I think this is where the COVID came from.
There you go. She's a beauty. They're picking. It cost me all of like $7, and they're picking up a couple hundred now. It's like, yeah,
it's a little collectible.
Yeah, it's like 40 times. It's better than Bitcoin.
I mean, if someone bought 100 of those, you could make quite a bank.
Yeah, pull it up on eBay, Timmy. Pull it up on eBay. See how much they're going for.
Better than Bitcoin.
eBay.
Tim, I think Diego's asking for the link.
Dropping link for
Get Diego on.
Dropping link for Diego.
Actually,
Anything else you got to show us?
Actually.
Oh, if we want to start on the commie watches, on the commie watches, I just finished modding this Fibby. Just finished modding this Fibby.
The commie watches. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Amphibia.
Yeah, Vostok Amphibia.
Whoa.
So
I don't understand. You have more commie watches than the commie.
You got to know your competition, Tim.
That's the art of war. Know your enemy, know terrain.
The whole idea of
so that one's actually modded. I actually modded that one. It's actually the problem with Vostok is they have a brass bezel. It's chrome plated, so it gets knocked around and the brass comes out. So that's actually a stainless steel bezel, and it's been replaced with a aluminium bezel insert from a Seiko. So it's a stainless steel and with an aftermarket shark bracelet on. So it turns $100 watch into about 150, and they're bulletproof.
Interesting. And when you mean you modded it yourself, meaning
look, you pick them up for $100, and they're quite easy to mod. There's a few. Yep. There you go. There's
the nuke proof.
This is the Steve Zissou.
Do you have the watch tools to do it? Do you need some special tools, or you could?
You just pick them up on eBay. They're just basic Chinese tools. There's nothing flash about the watch. But they just don't stop. They're a mechanical watch. They're an automatic, and they just run for 10 years, and they're bulletproof. They're fun watches, and I just like to use them when I'm working on the car, doing yard work and all that type of stuff.
Very interesting, because I had some tools came in that got totally destroyed in shipping. All the screwdrivers are bent.
What are we doing? It's 50.
Sorry?
Is my microphone still really quiet?
No, it's not quiet. It's just Timmy. It's just hollow, Mike. It just sounds cheap.
Pick up your microphone. Pick up your microphone like that.
Just
say something.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, your microphone's not on.
It's not working.
Your headset microphone is switched off. You're using the microphone on your computer. That's why it sounds cheap.
So which button down at cam mic?
Yep, cam mic.
Cam mic
audio.
settings.
Audio.
And then
Go
microphone.
to audio, and then select. There's a pull-down box there, and select microphone, which it'll probably say headset microphone or something like that.
Automatically.
Whatever the brand of your headphones is.
Hey, so besides those, do you have any more shit is there around? Someone was just showing us some interesting
volume I can raise. Is that any better?
Ooh, just very quickly there. Ryan Vlogs Live $2 Sovereign. Don't use this platform to abuse Tim. Actually, I quite like Sovereign abusing Tim.
It's quite entertaining. That's why half the people are here
like
for.
the way he does it. And the thing about Sovereign is it's not just some thug. It's fucking tactfully done. Very, very
Arch,
well
I'm a little
thought
bit
out
disappointed.
attacks.
Usually Sovereign a little bit more creative. I'm just
no.
I love Sovereign as abuse.
Finchy, £1.50 super sticker. Thank you, Finchy. No, Sov, I got to tell you, man.
I got to go to the restaurant.
KH, let me just go through these here. KH, $7. Tim's gone to have a cry, Sov. In private. KH, $7. Arch, congrats on the Beamer. Nothing wrong with leasing if you secure a good rate and you can buy it out after. And Ross Rachel Brady, $2. Tim, we need more of the roommate on. The roommate was there. What? What did she say?
She was on last night.
Okay. Big Mac, $2. That's Farmer Joe. Mike, show us. We did that one. Sovereign, I had some trouble with my boy today. Okay. He rings me yesterday. I go have lunch with my adult son yesterday. He said, "Oh, my tooth is killing me."
Yeah.
And look, I'm trying to say he's trying to improve his things, right? Guess what fucking happened, Sov?
He's buggered his tooth. What's up? He's chipped
No,
his
he's
tooth.
lost his fucking Medicare card and he's lost his fucking healthcare concession card to see the free public dentist.
Oh, you'd think they'll have those on file, though, if he's been to there before.
No. Sov, it's still, they got to show it. When I made a booking, so I said, I'll take care of this. I rang, I left a message. I left a message yesterday, right? Let me just tell you the story. I left a message. They rang me back at 7:30. He's not fucking up at 7:30. And they said, "Oh, we need the healthcare number." I didn't have it. So I quickly rang him. He texted it back to me. He left a fucking digit off the end.
Oh, the last digit is depending on how many's in his
It's a
family.
letter.
Yeah.
No, not Medicare. This is healthcare concession
Oh,
card.
healthcare. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And then I rang them back. I begged them for an appointment. Guess what happened? They rang me and said, "You know what? Because he's over in Nala.
Yeah.
We got an appointment for 9:40 this morning."
The best thing to do is just when he does
Now,
get his
listen
cards
to me.
back, just take a picture of them. Keep them in your wallet.
I know. They had an appointment for 9:40 today. I was going to do the motoring show. So what I did is I canned the motoring show for today. He's not fucking answering his phone because he's still asleep. I drove over there, belted on his door. "Alex, get up. We got an appointment from you." Because he had photocopies of his Medicare card, but he's lost the photocopies now, Sov.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus
He's young.
Christ.
He's young. He's young.
He's 29, Sov.
Timmy's
29. So then,
Timmy's
just let me finish the story.
Yep.
So
finish.
then I think to myself, okay, I said, just get whatever you've got, whatever documentation, just get in the car, we'll go down. I begged the woman there, right? So he walks in, you got to show your COVID tick. He just walked in. They pester me, middle-aged, overweight white guy. "Where's your COVID tick, sir?" He just walked in. Right? Then we went to see the lady.
You're a bigger target, Arch.
The lady said to me, "Have you got appointment?" "Hey, yes, we've got appointment 9:40. She goes, "I need to see your Medicare card and your concession card." And he's lost both. And I just begged her. I said, "Look, he's just hopeless. I said, "Can you please?" Anyhow, she called it up. She looked it up. She gave us a favor.
Nice.
The only problem is he had one of his side tooth, right? They had to pull it out today. Fuck.
So he lost his first bicuspid.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I said to him, man, we're going to have to work on getting an implant. You know what? For me, middle class people, you fix these problems, don't you, Sol?
So what usually happens is you'll get a filling in your teenage years. And a filling used to be a mercury amalgam, and they'll last about 20 to 30 years if you're lucky. Maybe it depends on how you look after your teeth. And then the filling will lose its integrity, the tooth, and you'll either need a crown or you'll need to have it removed.
Yeah. By the way, I mean,
a crown implant, they're all 3,000-4,000, no change in Australia.
I know that. So, but what I'm trying to tell you is,
here also.
What a disaster. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Disaster.
And by the way, I'm trying to see my middle class dentist. He doesn't answer his fucking phone. You know what I mean? I tell you what. Now this is my not my son's dentist. So anyhow, my son, they fixed it today. It's all they removed the tooth and they've given him stuff. But do you realize I had to move heaven and earth to get him that appointment? Do you understand, Sov, or you don't understand?
Is he appreciative of? He's appreciative of it though, because toothache is murder. Toothache is murder. Yeah.
That stupid fucking asshole doesn't answer his fucking phone. I'm trying to fucking book in. I got fucking booper. I want to fucking use my boopers.
Booper.
I'm about to give him a fucking third asshole. That guy. I'm gonna give him a fucking third asshole. I can tell you that now. So
yes.
I tried to move heaven and earth to get him a fucking dental appointment today.
But you got it. You were successful.
Thank you, Jesus.
So it's a win.
There is a Jesus.
It's a win.
Okay?
It's a win. It's a win.
Why am I angry and bitter?
Because it's so hard to achieve. It shouldn't be that hard. He should have.
He doesn't fucking help me one bit.
But he's getting it for free. All he needs to do is have 2 cards. He just needs to have his
Social he's hopeless.
Security
you know what I mean? He's hopeless.
And his Medicare card.
And he hasn't complained because his toilet's leaking a little bit down the bottom. I said, you got to tell the owner at the park, hey, I got a problem here. No, I went and saw the owner and said, look.
You've got to be sober when you're pissing in it. That's what she's going to do.
But, Sov, you know how hard this is to fix these fucking problems or not?
Our kids, mate, they drive you nuts, but where would you be?
He's 29. He's not a kid, Sov.
Yeah, but he'll always be your child. He'll still always be your child. It doesn't matter.
Do you know how hard this is, Sov? So I couldn't do my fucking car show today. I'm trying to bring in money, and it's a fucking disaster. As you said to me, as soon as you buy a piece of expensive equipment, the ratings go to the toilet. You said to me, Murphy's Law. Didn't you say that to me, Sov?
I did. Yep, absolutely. As soon as you spend big coin, it all turns to shit. Buttered side down.
So what does that do? So today I've been on here. Been on here for an hour, $120 in, Sov. Fuck me dead, it's bad. It is terrible.
We're all going to pull our socks up. Help Arch. Jesus Christ. So, Archie's BMW Australia's bitch now. He's all going to pull together for the big man.
And you know what, Sov? I haven't even fucking bought my ticket to the UK.
Well, there's your international passport to
We've got 2
watch
CIA.
freedom.
Hello, Cameron. Is that Cameron? Or
Double agent.
Double agent.
No, it was
so
me.
It's been. Yeah, that's okay, man. It's been an absolute bitch of a day. So I did that with my son. Pavel, $10. How much to toss Lolex's wrench into the fire of Mount Doom? I don't mind him on the panel, but his wrench is costing you money. Do you reckon his wrench is costing me money?
I don't see Lolex Ben.
Tim, I wasn't talking to you. You're the last person I'd be talking to. I'm talking to Sov, my friend.
I don't even see Lolex in the chat.
And I'm in a bad mood too, Sov.
Lolex, from when I so it's a multi-edged sword with Lolex. Lolex came on. He wanted to be an Archie disciple. He wanted to be there, right? You gave him a hell of a punishment in the early days and good hazing about his Porsche. And anyone that comes onto the Archieluxury show has to have a good hazing, all right? You've got to be made fun of. You've got to be fisted in the chat room. You've got to be teased. You've got to be bullied. You've got to be soul-read. Exactly. It fucking demoralizes you down. It brings you back where you should be on the tree.
And then we can build up again. Then we've got to a base level. Then we can build you up again.
Exactly. And you see, Timmy took the hazing, right? He was like one of those fucking kids' toys. And he bailed him down and he kept springing back up again. All right?
It was incredible.
Incredible. Where the other two, you never hazed them. So when the shit did go down, right?
Clever,
they got ass sore, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, one more thing. There is a guy named Faye Clegg, I think. Faye Clegg. Marcel Hotel Archie
Fake Clegg,
Fake
you'll say.
leg.
unblock me.
Fake
Fake
leg.
leg.
Yeah,
Fake
tell
leg.
Ar-
Yeah, he's all
tell
right.
Archie to unblock me. The monks got me for hanging him.
But you just got to watch out. You've just got to watch out for COVID agents with a wrench who are stacking the chat room in someone else's favor. That's all I'm saying, right? And Lolex was so
Okay, I'll
Lolex
tell you
was
what.
hazed, so he was good. He was good.
I'm
Lolex
going
was
to
hazed.
unblock everybody. Everybody is unblocked now.
And then then there was an agenda against him. There was an agenda against him, and he came back. But Lolex sometimes.
Can I tell you the story? You can see what a bitch of a day.
Yeah.
Can you see what a bitch of a day I've had today? Or
It
not?
has. It has. You got the Johnny Cash look going too, Arch. You can see that's your angry shirt on. It's your angry shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Lolex sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Hunts and rides.
Yeah,
right?
let's bring Lolex to the show. You know, you need to come to the show.
I invited him. Let me say this to you, Sav.
Yeah.
It's tough, man. It's very tough, you know. So I ditched my car show. I got my son over there. He got his tooth. I'm thanking Jesus. Thank you, the Lord. Thank you for fixing. There's no way this mess could have been fixed up. There is a God. By the way, my good friend yesterday, he tells me 20% chance he'll live for 2 years, 6% chance he'll make it for 5 years. What do you say to someone like that?
I heard that is you were talking to me about the other day, and I just heard it on the channel before.
7 or 8 operations. He's had lung and heart problems.
Has he had a chance to retire, or is he still?
He's been retired for the last 10 years.
Okay, so at least that's a positive, because he's had 10 good years of his life of retirement, of wealth and satisfaction. But
we got the Tooth Fairy CB, $20. Archie for the Tooth Fairy.
Tooth Fairy, thanks CB. CB's always good.
CB's a great guy. So what do you say? So
it was 2 CBs for a while, wasn't
he's
there?
63, Sov. That's fucking a kid.
No, it's shortchanged. Yeah, it's absolutely shortchanged.
He's got a doctorate in finance as well to make it really suck.
But it gets to the point. It gets to a point in your life where it doesn't matter how many degrees, how much money. If you've got a limited time left on the mortal coil,
well, actually, that's exactly what I was saying before. You know, we're talking about what happens if you had 100 million. You know what? It gets to a point where you got so much money. I don't need another Mercedes. I don't need a fucking private jet.
Well, his achievement is that he's left a legacy for his family behind. That he's
actually,
left.
He's the one who was leaking all that stuff to me for QR. His achievement was revenge. We got that served just out of interest.
Yeah. Okay. So there's his legacy. He's going to leave a legacy behind of financial security for his family, of wealth. Yeah.
But you understand how
he nearly got you put in prison.
I had so many friends dying, Sob. I'm getting sick of this. I'm fucking angry. Who do
it's time for me to go now, boys.
No, but you know what I'm saying or not? I've had so many Mercedes Murray. I had a guy I used to work with who was a great guy.
Look, as soon as you get to 50, you start losing friends that you grew up with, right? It may be from accident or it could be from natural causes, but you start losing friends. It's all the time.
I told you that motorbike. My wife went up for the funeral, and one of her other friends, her son at 17 was playing chicken on motorbikes.
The thing is, on a motorcycle,
what do you say?
Everyone loves motorcycles, right? Most men love motorcycles, a sign of freedom and excitement and thrill and power and unbridled.
By the way, I want to buy a Ducati, Sov.
Duke, yeah. You don't want to become an organ donor, Archie. You don't want to become.
I'm too old and fat to use my organs.
Yeah, but the trouble is, it doesn't matter. Whatever happens on a motorcycle, it's instant. There's nothing protection around you. Even if you've got the cheapest little Suzuki, you still got a ton of metal around you when something goes wrong.
Monkey bike from you.
Monkey bike's fine because you're only going to ride it on the golf course as a 12-year-old kid. The most you're going to do is like break an arm or get some skin off. But as soon as you get on the bitumen, it's just If you just imagine holding a limb onto the end of a bench grinder and just holding it there for 12, 13 seconds. That's the trauma that you'll get from a motorcycle accident.
My friend was he was a huge motorcycle fan too. He got a doctorate in finance. The guy who I just told you about, he had 2 BMWs. He sold them. when he was not well. He sold them already.
I sold my Harley last year.
I got what's so funny, Tim? What's going on? What's happening, Tim?
Diego
Tim's
just
got
texted me something really funny. So
Archie, I know something's
Share it with
wrong.
us, Timmy. Share it with us, Timmy.
I'm going downhill. I looked at myself in the mirror this morning, and this is what I saw. Something's wrong.
Something's
I
wrong.
think I need to go see the doctor.
I got to tell you, Sav.
I think we need to make Mike a temporary Aussie.
He is. He's a great guy. I love Sav. I love Mike. I like Sirocco. Sirocco's a great. I've met Sirocco. Hey, I don't normally mix friends. Sirocco.
Yes, sir. Yes.
When you come to Brisbane next, can I introduce you to Sav as well?
Absolutely. And I was talking to Plastic a few days ago. I said, when I come down, it'd be great if a bunch of us could get together. It'd be cool.
Exactly.
You see, that's the thing about Aussies. I remember I first met Plastic in the chat room. He was fucking merciless. He was just incensed, badgering the bejesus out of old Sov. But it's just what Aussies do. All of my lifelong friends in life have all started off with tooth blood punch ups and really fucking nastiness, and that's the spirit of an Aussie. That's exactly.
I gotta tell you, I really feel sorry for Sov. I don't know if I should. Sorry, I really feel sorry for Plastic. Can I tell you a little bit of internal gossip? Just if you don't tell anyone.
As long as it's nothing doxing him.
The problem with Plastic, he's a very, very lonely man. Okay.
There we go.
We all are, man. Look, we're all in a stream here.
Let me hear me out.
Yeah.
Me and Plastic are very similar. We both went to garbage state high schools, right?
Yeah.
And Plastic and me, see, we didn't go to GPS schools. We didn't have this social circle of friends. So we've joined the BMW club. We're very lonely now because he can't, as soon as you have that peer group, he's done better than them. So he's automatically been alienated. So he's a lonely man. Because...
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that class culture. I don't judge people by their money.
It's okay
I don't judge
for
people
yourself.
by their
When you're at the top like Sov, with that accent Sov's got, that wasn't achieved at Mount Druitt High. That is many years of Latin.
It's not Archie.
Drama.
No, I was a high school dropout. High school dropout. I did it at a Queensland State High School, right next to yours. Right next to yours.
Peerage. I had to sit Plastic down and explain what Burke's peerage was.
They haven't printed it since the 70s, Archie. It's just an archaic document, mate.
Plastic said to me, "They have books about this shit." That's what he said to me. He had never heard. See, we're stadies. We're nasty stadies.
I went to the same state high, the next one down from you, down the road. The next state high down the road.
World away. It could have only been a 5-minute car drive, but it was a world away.
It was the next station, Archie. It was the next stop on the railway. It was the next stop.
Oh my God. That I gotta tell you. GP
fake leg.
I'm thinking
Thanks,
about
mate.
starting a watch channel where I talk about farm equipment, engines, tires, floor mats, engine sounds. Thinking about closing each show with a concrete boat talk.
Well, we can talk about stationary engines. We're going to talk about diesel stationary engines. I love diesel stationary engines. Yeah, Darra.
I know you. It's a social world away. I don't know if you've been to Darra, Monia Road, and driving past the PG Hates. The pick of the bricks are Borrell. I don't know if you remember the ad from the 70s. Remember they were in the Corniche.
Borrell, the brick factory. The brick factory.
They
Borrell,
were in the Corniche. They were juggling bricks in the Corniche. Yeah. Do you remember that ad with the Corniche? Yeah. Corniche. You know what a Corniche is, don't you? What's a Corniche, Sov? Rolls-Royce Corniche.
Yeah.
Okay, they've actually knocking houses down in Darra because the land is now so valuable. Can you believe
Do you have any
Darra?
Grey Poupon? Do you about the Grey Poupon ad?
Grey Poupon. Oh my
Timmy, do you remember Grey Poupon? Oh, you're probably
no
not
idea
young
what
enough.
that is.
I have no idea what Grey Poupon is.
And I used to like.
It's
Remember when
mustard.
do you remember when they
Mustard.
released the Parker Duofold fountain pen? They had 2 Rolls Royces driving by. Remember that ad for the Parker?
Yeah. Excuse me, do you have any Grey Poupon? And they pass it across to each other.
No. But they also had the DuPont. Do you remember the Parker Duofold ad?
No.
No, I don't remember that one. No.
I'm talking to you, Mike. I'm talking to Solve.
Okay.
The Parker Duofold ad.
Bring it up, Arch. See if it's on. See, it's on there.
Okay.
Hey, is my microphone better?
Much better, Mike. You're on the right one now.
Better, man. It's
Okay, thank you.
The snake. We've got a different snake on here now. We've got a snake.
Snake's got his voice back.
Yeah.
How did you fix it? You find the right setting, Mike? Did you
Yeah,
just
it
reboot
was on the wrong. It was on the wrong camera setting.
This was from the 90s. Maybe your problem is, Sov, you maybe your problem is you're too busy grifting.
Working. Too busy working.
Grifting.
Yes.
Grifting.
What have I got, Archie? What was it? What did you say I had, man? When you reached out to me that day and you told me what my problem was. Protestant guilt.
Yes, Protestant guilt. Different
Protestant
to Catholic guilt. Catholic guilt is something different, but you're okay. I'm going to bring this up here. Okay, I can't believe you can't remember. Okay, I can remember trivial crap.
I remember, but I just don't remember that one advertisement.
Okay, just hang on. I'll get it for you. 1 minute.
It was
coming
on
up for
TV,
you.
commercial TV.
Okay, here we go. I'm bringing it up now. Okay. So that's a Silver Cloud, Series 1, Series 2, or 3. Let's see how well you know your Rolls Royces. Silver Cloud, is it Series 1, 2, or 3? Sov?
That's an early one, man. That's an early one.
Sov, Series 1, 2, or 3. It's a Silver Cloud. We've established it's a cloud. The cloud ran from 56 until 64.
64.
When it was replaced by the Shadow. Is this a Series 1, 2, or 3, Sov?
It was before my era, those ones. I am not familiar with. I am not familiar with it. I'm not familiar.
Sov. Okay.
You've got me there, Arch. I'm not familiar with it. I'm sorry, man.
Okay, thank you.
When Parker first made the Duofold, they made it as you'd expect, in the good, old-fashioned way. Today, with the very latest technology to call on, Parker have improved.
Notice the briefcase.
Left hand too.
Yet it remains as elegant in design as it always was. If only everything could evolve that way.
All right, pull up the Grey Poupon ad now. Pull up the Grey Poupon.
How was that? But let's just. I want to ask you the Rolls Royce ad. What did you think?
New school and old school. It's meets the two. They're trying to sell old school quality.
No, well, they reintroduced the Duofold because it had been absent
it was
from
old,
Parker range. It was the
old
top
money
of
and
the
new
range
money.
luxury. He was left-handed. I never fucking worked it out.
Yes. But if you notice there, when he was holding it, it's like when they advertise a chocolate bar. They don't hold it naturally. He was holding it to display the pen rather than hold it.
He had a briefcase next to him. You know what would happen? What color leather did he have in his Rolls Royce? The Colony hide, was it? If it would have been cream, you'd have blue ink stains in the back.
Oh, could you imagine if a drop hopped on that ink leather? Oh, Jesus.
Oh, man.
Sov, come back! Come back, Sov!
I think you'd only let someone use a fucking pencil in the back of your Rolls Royce, wouldn't you? Not a leaky old Parker Duofold.
It's fantasy, Sov. It was fantasy.
Fantasy Island. Bring up the Grey Poupon ad.
I just want to
because that one.
I just want to see what color interior.
They made it as you'd expect.
Yeah, that's a great ad.
Way.
Yeah, he's right-handed there.
Right-handed there.
Oh, it's cream too. It's cream interior. Cream. Fuck me dead.
Yet it remains as elegant in design as it always
And that's an early cloud because it's one headlight, by the way. That'd be a 6-cylinder. Towards the end of the cloud era, they became the V8. I don't know if you know that. You know the legendary Rolls-Royce V8. Did you know that, Sov?
Yeah, they never actually advertised their horsepower. It was always just described as adequate.
Sufficient.
And they never said if the car stops, if the car failed to proceed.
I did limo.
I
work.
heard you couldn't even open the hoods on those cars.
Not true.
I had a fail
No?
to proceed. I did limo work. I've had a
Good
fail
grammar
to
and
proceed,
spelling
okay?
are important. But if you want to
Here we
write
go.
essays that inspire,
Great.
messages
I
that
never
forge
really
I
liked
can't believe you don't have an
connection.
ad blocker on.
No, I've got to support fellow enthusiasts.
Pardon me, would you have any grey poupon? But of course. Grey poupon, one of life's finer pleasures. Pardon me, would you have any grey poupon? But of course. Pull forward, please. Reverse. Go forward. No. Reverse. Oh, what is he doing? Come back. Reverse.
I've never seen this.
Fuck!
Oh dear. Grey poupon, one of life's finer pleasures.
I've never seen that.
Pardon me, would you have any grey poupon?
You notice the headlights? One's a European model, one's an American model car.
Would
you
I?
notice that?
Or do I? Both, actually. What? You know, I'm asking you. But I was asking you. Is this about the mustard again? Yes. Would you have some? Oh, since you're offering, yes, thank you, I would. Oh. Grey poupon, one of life's finer pleasures.
So Mike could probably answer that question. Mike, you're familiar with a lot of American cars at the time. America had a law in the 70s that you could not use headlights that were not seal beam replaceables. If you have a look at Jaguar XJSs, you look at Mercedes-Benz of the issues, you look at a lot of European cars, all of the Euro-style headlights were taken out and they were replaced with a different module which had basically seal beam headlights in them.
And they put those very sexy bumpers on them too. Remember that?
Yeah. Why? What was that law? What was that? Why couldn't you have
stupidity.
The original OEM?
Meaning the original cars came with a sealed beam headlight, like the whole headlight came out.
Pull up an American SL. Pull up an American 107 SL. So to explain, because people in America don't realize the rest of the world exists.
I remember replacing the headlight bulb in my older cars. You know, the high beams would go out on one side, and you just replace the bulb, and you were back on the road. But then later on,
never been able to get an answer from American about it because they just weren't aware that the rest of the world had different headlights in their cars.
Yeah,
but it changed in around about it changed in the early 90s.
Yeah, okay. This is like after my interest.
So go back to the gold one. See, there's the Euro spec. See the lemon colored one there. See how it's got a inbuilt headlight. It's a modular headlight with usually an H4.
Yeah, seal beam. The whole headlight has to come out and replace this
American
unit.
one. Now see how there's two seal beams in there that just pop out. What law did America have at the time that they weren't allowed to have?
It was so that that somebody could just reach in and replace the bulb from behind without having to replace the entire headlight.
If you look at all the BMWs, all the Mercedes, all of the Jaguars,
look at this fucking ugly thing. Look at this fucking ugly thing there.
Where's she play?
What happened?
Yeah.
Because I think it was a Euro thing. Because in Europe, like French, headlights are all yellow.
But if just someone if someone just explained to me what that American law was at the time, it'd be fascinating to find out. What was the theory behind it?
Here's your beautiful American bumpers. Do you like your American bumpers?
The 3 mile per hour bumper they brought in that you couldn't bend any bodywork at a 3 mile per hour crash.
Here's one here. Look at that, Sov. Do you like that lip on that fucker? You could have a picnic on that table, couldn't you?
It looks like the bloody buffers on a railway carriage. You can see why they convert them back to
because they
Euro.
bump park. Americans bump park. Super chat! Bondage and Discipline, $20. Where are we having a drink in London next month? More for the London Watch Show and Arch North American tour.
The only thing I can think of
I'd love
was
to go out with you as long as I can ditch douchebag boy, buff boy. I will go. I don't even want to stay. I don't know what I'm going to say when I see buff boy.
Timmy,
for the channel.
have you sold the Pam yet, Timmy?
No, not yet, but we dropped the price. Now it's 5,000.
Yeah, it's because it doesn't have any fucking paperwork. Or
When you got nothing, when you don't have quality, the only thing you can drop is the price.
So I'm sorry.
I love you.
I got broken away.
Mind you, when you were buying Mercs, you fucking hound the salesman. So I mean, hey.
He was all right.
Read this one as well.
We're done talking about headlights.
No.
The only thing I could think about the headlight is that the US had a law that didn't matter what auto shop you could go into, you could get a lamp for your car at any auto shop anywhere without having to pay through the nose.
Exactly. There was a standard headlight and a standard tail light for every car in America.
Is that right? Bullshit.
Yep.
You shit me not.
Yep. You go to any auto parts store and they have tail lights and they're either single beam or dual beam. Because they'll either act like the dual beam acts as your running lights when your headlights are on at night, so it's lit up, and then when you hit your brakes, the dual beam light also brights up even brighter as for your brake lights. So you have that light, that's a dual beam bulb, and then usually American cars had another single beam bulb in the rear as well, and then in the front you just had a big dual beam headlight that bulb that just you popped in, you popped the plastic piece out from the back, and you pop the old bulb out, you put the new bulb in, and you stab the plastic thing back into the headlight.
We got it. What was the most craziest design concept that you ever saw in a car? I think it had to be a Volkswagen, where they actually tapped the pressure off a spare tire to pressurize the windscreen washers. Can you remember that?
This is crazy, man.
In the Beatles?
Porsche did the same thing.
Porsche did the same thing. They actually had this spare in the front, and there used to be a pressure hose that was screwed onto the valve. So whenever you went to use your spare tire, it was always fucking flat.
You're joking. That's where it used it from the fucking. Yep. It got pressure.
And you had a mechanical switch on the floor.
That's fucking ridiculous. Who
followed it's
that
insanity.
idea?
The spare was always flat when you used to get it. Yeah, because you just have natural leaks.
Mr. Tudor to you, $5. Hey Arch, how about a quick fresh unboxing tonight? You betcha. What are we unboxing?
A Tudor.
Who's unboxing?
Tudor to you.
Is he? Yeah, bring it on, man. Bring it on. Drop the link. We always love Mr. Tudor to you and Bondage and Discipline. Oh, yeah, we did that one there. We're having the drink.
Timmy, what about that Rolex boxing Cameron did on your show?
And PG,
Cameron?
$5. Thinking of buying headlights versus tail lights. Thoughts? Thank you, PG.
Didn't Cameron buy a 31mm ladies? He unboxed on your show?
On my show?
Yeah, your show.
I'm sorry, what?
Didn't Cameron unbox a 31mm Rolex lady in your show?
Did. He
You've forgotten about it already.
No. I remember it. He did.
Took a while.
But it's gone. He gave it to his girlfriend.
What a guy.
Yeah. An incredible guy. Too bad he was kicked off the show.
Yeah.
But it is what
it's all coming back to you now.
What show he was kicked out?
This show.
No, it was Timmy's show.
I think it could
so,
be both shows.
Salvron, you were talking about, you were sort of mentioning the design pitfalls that sort of arose from American car manufacturing laws. And as a Porsche Targa guy, I have to say that there were some good things that came from that, because if my history is correct, the Porsche Targa, the actual Targa top, came from what was, for a very brief period, in American.
Mr. Tudor to you. Sorry.
that was going to prevent traditional cabrios from being sold, and that law never passed. But that's basically where the design for the Porsche Targa came from. So there were certainly some terrible design features that arose from American law, but also some pretty good ones.
Safety laws throughout the world basically killed off a lot of convertibles, the MGB, with safety laws, with rollover laws. And through that period of the 80s into the early 90s, there was very, very, very few cars that could actually make it through. So yes, that was the Targa was the result of those safety rollover laws. 100% correct.
Yeah, much earlier on than that, but yeah, no, for sure.
Mr. Tudor, to you.
Mr.
What's up,
Tudor,
guys?
Oh, I like the swag, Mr. Tudor. What the fuck is that? Gloves? You got driving gloves. Hey, are those driving gloves? What are they?
I'm gonna show you.
Fuck.
Check it. I'm gonna have to put them on.
Como vai, cara?
Unboxing.
Opa, Marcelo, tudo bem?
Ah, mais ou menos. O restaurante tá
Tudor,
fechado por
driving gloves. Are they leather? What are they?
They are like
they're
silk.
leather. Oh, really?
Fuck me dead. They look erotic.
They do. They look like something in a bondage movie, don't they? Art.
I would fucking use those on. I got a few.
Yeah, you got.
What's the name of that lady on the Instagram?
Fetish diva.
Yeah.
Hey, Arch, that wasn't why your Instagram wasn't pulled down because of Fetish Diva, was it?
No, they're a bunch of assholes. You know, they're a bunch of fucking assholes.
Can we get back to that hand we pulled out? Why is it a Homer Simpson hand? It's only got 4 fingers.
Because it's folded. See, look at this. I love the Tudor swag. Fuck, holy shit! I love the tuners. The Ranger. Look at the Ranger. Is that a Ranger?
Range
It is, yeah, the Ranger.
Beautiful.
I told you I'd say Monte Carlo was for you to get. Remember I told you about the Monte Carlo?
Yeah, you know, that's still on my hit list, but we'll see what happens.
Because they're not expensive. They're bombed.
No,
I don't know.
They're reasonable. They're reasonable. The only expensive one is the original one.
Yeah, the last one that I found was probably a couple of weeks ago. I called the guy. It was brand new old stock, and 2 days later, I get a text that it's sold.
Ooh.
So where's those super chats, right?
Keep the lid on until it's a super chat for Arch.
Da-da-da-da. Come on, let's get it going.
What could this be? What could this be? Guesses.
I was
Guess, guys.
more excited for this than I was to watch.
Ooh.
There we go. Pine Baron, $5 for Porsche, not Porsche. That is all. There we go. Let's open this baby up. Let's go.
Let's
Da-da,
see.
da-da.
Tissue paper. What's
Here
under
we
the
go.
paper? It's under the
It's a
tissue.
watch pouch. No.
Oh, look
No.
at the swag. I
Nice.
love the swag. It's beautiful.
Nice.
This is the
gorgeous.
same as Rolex.
Oh shit! I love it. Look at that.
This is beautiful colors.
Unbelievable. No.
With all respect of Rolex, actually, this is a bit better.
The orange interior.
Yeah, that's not bad, man. I gotta tell
Not
you.
bad, right?
Yeah, I love it.
Beautiful.
I love the swag. I love swag. You know that.
Yeah, I was excited about this one.
Swag. We love the swag.
That is very cool.
Congratulations, man.
I love the
Thank you.
colors.
Winner. And the hat. The hat is amazing.
And what's in the box? Let's get the tutor out. What's in the
Yeah,
tutor
we
box?
have to. I'm gonna put on the gloves for this one.
I like the cap. Look at the tutor. The shield logo there. It's fucking amazing.
I thought it was a smiley.
You got a Tudor cow.
What do you prefer? Archie, do you prefer the shield or the rose? What do you? Which logo do you prefer?
Look. I actually. I like the shield. Believe it or not. The roses are early ones. They're like what 50s, aren't they? When did they swap?
But they brought the rose back for the Black Bay, didn't they? The burgundy. When had
Yeah.
the
Oh, Serena, Mr. Tudor to you, $20. So excited. Serena, thank you, Serena.
We ready here?
Yeah. She's
Here we
beautiful.
Go. Here we go. Oh, it's the Bronzo.
Oh,
No,
my God.
nice.
It's beautiful.
Congratulations.
I love that Explorer dial. Look at that 369. You know what? That's fucking. I wish Rolex would bring that out in a sub. That'd be killer. But this is bronze.
Didn't
How do you,
Rolex actually have an early sub with an Explorer dial in it?
5513s came with it.
Yeah.
They're worth a
So tell me about
Worth
the bronze. Is the bronze treated or it's a different alloy? Because bronze is normally going to go green on your wrist, and bronze always has that smell about like when you're
worn by your
Well,
green
this
monster, your
bronze
green
have
monster
aluminum
friend,
in
your
it.
green
like-
monster
it's-
friend.
It's when you go to the rifle range
No,
and you're handling brass. You've always got that smell of brass,
Yes.
and the bronze
you
is a
noticed
close
that.
alloy.
Yeah, that
Does
will
it-
happen.
But this
Yeah.
alloy
What does it
is,
taste
with
like?
aluminium. Yeah, this
Is that
alloy
a
is
black?
with
Is that a
aluminium,
Black
so
Bay
it-
58?
You know,
It
the
is.
funny thing is, Sov, I had a rose gold Daytona.
Show us the
I-
glide
I-
lock.
I had to. I transported it overseas, and
Isn't it amazing how gone Archie?
psychologically, it smelled like brass to me.
Yes.
Psychologically.
Well, it's a
Yeah,
close
but
alloy,
good
right? It's a
glide
close
lock,
alloy.
Yeah.
It doesn't
So it's
tarnish
just,
as
it's
much.
just the T. They call it the T fit, and it's just the spring driven. So you just pull it out a little, and it slides. 8 millimeters.
Technology.
8 millimeters.
You love your tutors, don't you?
I do. I do enjoy them. I love them. Yeah, I like the brand. You know, I'm actually more excited, with Tudors than I am with the two Rolexes I have.
Yeah.
Is that the Black Bay 58 size?
It is. It's the
Yes.
the only bronze one that they make. It's a Black Bay 58 with the full bronze bracelet.
But its absence in the
That-
marketplace, the brown dials, for so long, because Mission Brown went out of fashion. What time, Arch? About the 80s? It disappeared, Mission Brown and orange?
I don't think Mission Brown's ever been out of fashion. What the fuck are you talking about? Mission Brown out of fashion? What are you talking about? What the fuck
Every
is your
kitchen was
problem?
done in burnt orange and Mission Brown.
What's wrong with Mission Brown? Every fence.
Missionary position, yeah.
Let me a little bit highlight for you guys about this bronze alloy. This bronze have aluminium in the alloy. That's why it's tarnished less, way less, and it doesn't smell.
So what's the different composition between traditional bronze and Tudor bronze?
It
Like
won't
it's got the
turn
high-
green. It won't turn green.
Yeah.
What did you think of ScoMo paying the ukulele, Sov?
The uke. Yeah, it's been a while since any country's had a great prime minister, president. It's been a while since we've been very proud of any of them, to tell you the truth.
Certainly haven't fucking got one in Australia, and both of them are clowns. What do you do, Saul? Who do you vote for? They both are packed clowns.
Well,
I like Albo. I like Albo. I like Albanese, but I'd never vote
Have you
for him
noticed
'cause I couldn't trust him. I couldn't trust him with
you've
the
noticed
finances.
Albo? He's dumped his wife. He dumped his wife
What?
about a year or so ago. Yeah, Albo's got a new
Albo, when
girlfriend.
did this happen?
Yeah, you notice how much weight he's lost? He's dumped he lost all the weight, got the new woman, and have a look at his glasses. He's taken his old glasses off and he's given him John Gorton glasses to try to channel the last decent Labor.
He's trying to reinvent himself.
Reinvent himself. Have a look. He's got pull up John Gorton and have a look at his glasses. Then have a look at Albo's new glasses.
So what's happened? So he was with Carmel Tebet,
beautiful.
wasn't he?
She's gone. Got
What's
the
she
new
doing?
woman now.
He's
I
got
don't
a new
know.
woman.
Yeah, got a new woman.
Can we see the other side of the bracelet, or both sides of the bracelet? Does it have the
bracelet
faux
is nice.
rivets on one side?
There are
Like
faux
the
They
steel
rivets.
version?
separated in January 19.
Okay. Okay.
I
Still,
can't believe
beautiful,
it.
beautiful watch.
How great for Mr. Tudor to be in love with Tudor,
That
with a
bronze is
brand that he
supposed to
loves,
be,
that a brand that is available whenever he wants it, and a brand that doesn't have ridiculous multipliers in the grey market.
You know,
What a great place for him to be in.
yeah, you know what? When that Tudor boutique opened up in Orlando, right? I literally gave him a call the very next morning they opened up, and I started talking to this guy called. Well, I'm not going to mention his name, but I started talking to him, and I was excited. I mean, he heard I was excited, because it was the second boutique that's opened in the U.S. And I told him, I may visit. I might come down, and I'm interested in getting the bronze version. So I guess I didn't talk to him after a week later, and then I texted him, tell him, hey, my plan is I'm coming down. I'm going to swing by. I'm going to be in Florida. I'm going to swing by and see. I just wanted to see. I want to check out the place. I know you guys are excited. I'm excited. And what do you know? I show up, and this guy pulls out 6 different pieces in this Tudor box, and he saved this one for the last, and he just pulled it out and said, here, it's available for you. So I basically kept in touch with him. I told him I was going to be there, and I guess he prepped up for it. I told him I was committed.
Can they get Rolex for you?
This is the first piece I bought from them. Can they? Probably. I think they're owned by the Swiss. What is it? The Swiss. They're part of Mayer's Jeweler in Florida. But yeah, that's how it went. I was actually surprised that he pulled this out.
Isn't that
It's still
that
hard to
bronze
get in the
supposed to be a new special bronze that's not supposed to not patina?
It will patina.
Advertised as to not supposed to.
Yeah, I think it'll patina, but it won't heavily corrode and oxidize and make that funny smell green as you see.
I think part of their advertising is that it won't change color as quickly or something to that effect.
Yeah,
beautiful watch though.
Within
very
6
unique
months,
color. Very unique color.
Within 6 months, if you're wearing it, it'll start to darken. It won't be as shiny as it is right now.
Yes.
That also too have a degree of how much you actually wear it and how much you perspire and the chemistry of your body, whether you've got alkali salts or whether you've got acid salts in your body.
Yeah, if you go swimming with it, you go on the beach. Yeah, it's gonna turn a lot quicker, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Well, nice pickup, man.
It's still difficult to get for retail.
Yeah, I mean I guess there's only two Tudor boutiques here in the U.S., right? So I'm sure there's a wait for them.
Well,
I don't know how
it's difficult. It's not
I
impossible.
don't know how difficult it is. I mean, I just walked in and got it because I was in touch with the guy. I became friendly with him and we hit it off. So everything worked out for me this time, and that's usually doesn't happen with me. But I got lucky this time.
My AD had one a few months back, just in the store.
Yeah. Well, where do they have this?
In San Rafael, California.
Oh yeah, because they only sell this at the boutiques.
Oh, okay, maybe that's a special boutique version. They had a bronze version, 58.
Yeah,
and they also had the silver one too.
Yeah, the bronze one. I think the one you're talking about comes on a NATO strap, and it's a 43 millimeter bronze.
Oh, you may be
Did
right.
you get Diego super chat, Arch?
Diego, super chat, $2. Mr. Tudor to you. Can we see the living room, please? And Serena, Mr. Tudor to you, $20. So excited. Yes, very exciting. Very, very exciting.
No,
beautiful house. Looks like a lovely house. What do you reckon, Sov? Sov, I can see this as being this is no Stadi's house. What do you think, Sov?
It's you hung up on the education thing, man, on which school to go to. You got great educators in the state system. You got great educators in the private system.
It looks like a fine living room.
The only advantage in the private school system is if there's something goes wrong, they can cut it out quick like a cancer. They don't have to go through all of the other crap that you would in a state school system. So when something heinous goes wrong, it can be rectified quickly.
I went to Catholic high school. There, something heinous went wrong once a year. There was always a brother or a father or somebody that just disappeared mysteriously once a year for whatever reason. Nobody really knew.
Ask Archie about the Catholic retreat just near his old high school. Ask him why they all used to retreat there and used to hide them.
Yeah, exactly.
Archie, would you pay?
Where's the retreat? Where's the sub? Where's the retreat?
You just go up 70 Mile Rocks Road and you get to the roundabout and you turn right at the roundabout. You have a look on your Google Maps. There's probably about 20 acres there, Roman Catholic property, where all all the Catholics who touched up everyone. Just go and hide them there.
Yeah, there's. I think in Mexico too, Baja. There's a specific church that they send them to there too. I've heard where they, if you get in trouble, you go there.
The thing that I like about
The Pope
it is that,
said it was like 10% of priests were guilty of that sin.
do you know what I like? I like when
10%.
10%. You know what I like, Arch? I like it when any pedo or kitty fiddler ends up in the booby, right? It doesn't matter who's in the booby with them. It doesn't matter whether they're cutthroats, whether they're rapists, plunderers, whatever they happen to be. They will always have the honor of a child in thing, and they will always take down the rock spider. They'll always take down the pedo in the prison. There's a code of ethics. Within amount of time, he'll have boiling water thrown on him. He'll have a barbed wire enema shoved up him. He'll just,
But is that fair? They haven't been found guilty by these people. It's a court of law has to decide these things.
Yeah, exactly.
Due
But
process.
that's their punishment. What I'm saying is there's still an honor amongst the worst people of society to take
Honor
out
amongst thieves. Honor amongst thieves.
to take out the worst of society.
Archie, would you call somebody stupid if somebody pay $18,000 for the gold 58, Black Bay 58?
I have no idea anymore, man. I'm so, you know what? I don't actually mind it. I don't mind it.
How's the Sirocco holiday going? Have you seen any watches in Mexico?
He's having a great time there.
Is there any watch dealers in Mexico? Sirocco? Have you been to any watch?
I went in the Rolex AD over in Playa del Carmen a little while ago. They had fuck all. I've been in 2 or 3 Omega ADs. Tried on Seamaster 300 a couple of times actually.
Have you been in any pawn shops, hock shops, or anything? Anything interesting?
Well, I've had someone with me, so
not
really. Yeah,
pawnbroker.
He means pawnbroker.
Pawnbroker, as opposed to pawn shop. Yeah, okay.
Do they have that? Do they have that in Mexico? I don't know if they have that. Do they?
I think they might do, but I haven't seen anywhere I am.
Worldwide, aren't they?
Yeah, I think there was. I think I saw one over in Playa. Don't think there's one here in Cozumel. No, I've just been having fun. We've been going out to lunch. I'm back eating fucking octopus and shrimp and lobster and fish and shit. And, all is good. All is good. Having fun. Beautiful weather. What more? We just decided we're going to stay here a little bit longer than we planned, and probably maybe another week before we go to the States.
Super chat, Arch. Super chat. Big one.
Super chat. $100 from Pavel. Lolex
shit.
Wow.
We don't need do shit for free. Banning donors due to petty, not even personal reasons doesn't align with the channel's goals. You know what? It pains me to have to do this.
See, look how amazing guy. Who bended the Pavel?
I've got to be totally honest with you. I tell you what, why don't we just take the wrench away without telling him? I've done that. Okay. Wrench is removed. Wrench is removed.
I tried going back to see who banned him, but I couldn't find.
Who cares? $100 super chat. I tell you what, on a day like this, that's a godsend. You know this?
Doesn't matter who fucking did it. Hey, you got your $100. Welcome back, Pavel.
Sovereign. Oh, sorry, someone on the phone.
The Archieluxury show, we're all like ducks, at the state fair or the exhibition to go along. We're just there for everyone's entertainment, and any pick of the top row. You send your money in any pick of the top row, we're gone. We're here for a good time. Not a long. Yeah.
Sovereign. I got to tell you, man, any watches taking your fancy? Like, I'll be honest with you, I fucking Methwitch $1, LA Methwitch $1. Thank you for your support. I got to tell you the truth.
There's a new talent, Arch. There's a new talent, Methwitch. You need to work on him. He's been a supporter for years now, man.
TNT.
He's a good guy.
I got to get my TNT back as well.
I've been advised against the Cartier.
What?
Alex today advised me against the Cartier that I've been looking at, and It was to do with the movement.
He hates them. He hates the movement.
Yeah,
but you know what?
he
I
said the
bought my
Cartier
wife.
dealers themselves had problems.
You know what? I bought my wife the Cartier Tank Francais. It's quartz, right?
Yep.
It comes with 8 years of warranty and servicing. 2 services free.
Ooh.
Can you believe that?
But what is the service in quartz apart from seals?
It's still they do something. That's
Do they
better than
do they
nothing.
service quartz or they exchange the movement?
I don't ask. It doesn't matter. It made my wife happy. You know what, Sov?
But you'd feel gypped if they took your movement, wouldn't you? The original one.
Sov, of course I would. But you know what, Sov? My friend has got 2 years to go. Does this shit really matter here?
It does.
Monkey bikes.
It realigns. It realigns everything.
I mean,
because you can't take it with you. You can't take it with you.
No, can't take nothing with us. You know that. By the way, I'm getting some 118 model cars of my BMW. I'm getting one of those made. It's coming to me. You know, a 118 model.
Scale, yeah.
That's pretty
in
big
the correct
size.
color. Obviously, in
No,
the correct color.
I can't get it.
Archie.
Yeah, I know. Well, what can I do, bud? Okay.
Get it resprayed. Send it to the guy sitting next to you. He'll respray it for you.
Michael respray it with his air
CNC
gun.
machine.
Arch, when you wake up for your morning shave and you look in the mirror and this is what you see, it doesn't matter. It's over. You might as well just give up the watch hobby altogether.
How's your diet going, Mike?
How's my what?
Diet.
My dad? He's
Your
actually
diet.
doing.
Oh, and your dad too, yeah.
Your diet.
Oh, my diet.
Weight
My
loss,
diet is
weight
doing well. My sleep is terrible. But in fact, you want to see what my diet? I took a picture of dinner the other day. This is what I've been eating almost every night.
It's the snacking, Mike. It's not the fucking.
This
Show
is
us,
my
Mike.
dinner every
Yeah, that
night.
looks great,
Fish,
Mike, but it's the
fish and
snacking.
rice.
It's the snack. It's the ice cream you have when you wake up that makes
That's
you
before
fat.
you ate it or after you've shattered out?
I know it's soul, so it breaks apart when
Yeah,
I
it has
pull it
the
out.
ugliest food I've ever seen in my life.
Who? Ugliest food?
RX guy.
RX guy. He's a right RX guy. He's a good fella. I like RX.
No, he makes the ugliest food. He uses an air fryer to make hot dogs, and fuck, they look unappetizing.
What's
And
happened to
Marcelo-
Loudmouth Tim? What's happened to Loudmouth Tim?
I
haven't
like
seen him
him.
for a while.
Ronnie Paul wants the link. Let's drop the link. Drop the link. Drop the link.
Eric's guy's from the South, right? Is it in Alabama or something like that?
Yeah, Alabama, I think. Yeah.
I like RX guy. He's just a fun. He's a nice guy. I really like him. He's a fun, nice guy. And we're just dropping the link for Ronnie Paul. I like Ronnie Paul. Do you like Ronnie Paul?
He's
See,
the
Sov,
he's the
you
sideways
judge
guy.
people.
He's
Can I
always
say
the
something
sideways
to you, Sov? I don't like the way
Yeah,
you
go on.
judge people. Okay.
What's that? What's that, Arch?
Some people judge people by their color of their skin. Some people judge people by their religion, but
Yeah.
not Sov. He judges men by their lawns.
Yeah, you're right.
Lawn care.
Yeah,
Lawn care. You know what
No,
my goal is when I become
I'm guilty
middle
of that.
class?
I am absolutely guilty of that. Yeah.
You know what I'm going to do when I'm middle class, Sov?
What's
Can I
that?
tell you my aim?
It's the first thing I came round to your place and I looked there and you thought, good Jesus.
You know what I'm getting? I
Yeah.
want to get a Honda self-propelling mower
Mm.
and a Husqvarna weed trimmer. What do you reckon?
I'd go for the Honda whippersnipper or weed whacker for the guys in the States.
Mhm.
And I'd go for the Honda mower, but don't get the Honda blower. The Honda blower is
I
the one
heard
not
that.
to go for. Yeah.
Ronnie
There's
Paul,
Ronnie
how are
Paul.
you?
Archie, I just wanted to come on quick and tell you what happened at Rolex today.
Oh, what happened?
I knew they were going to be like that. That's why I was having this.
Oh,
conversation.
fuck. By the way, I got the rubber mats. You know what, Ronnie Paul? I love them.
You got them fast.
And
But
what
hang
I
on, Arch.
decided to do was I took out the other mats and put them in the boot, put them in the trunk. They're in the
Did you
trunk.
use the mirror to put them in?
And no need. And you know what? They fit beautifully. So you went to Rolex, you took your watch in, and what happened?
So the watch fits, right? I was going in there to get a spare link. So I take the watch in, I go in for my appointment, and I'm asking her why I'm here, and I'm here for this extra link. And she keeps referring back to taking the watch in and putting the link on the watch. And I kept telling her, look, the watch fits, but I only have 11 links, and the watch is supposed to have 12. So I want the extra link in case I want to hand the watch down. So I take the watch off and I hand it over to her, and she's like holding it, looking at the links, and she says, but it's balanced. And I said, well, I don't care. I still want the extra link. And she tells me, I'll take a look and see if we have
Couple of super chats, Archie.
Big Mac, $2. Archie, you need sheep. And Speedy Hernandez, $2. Enjoying this third hour of the Tim Wright Show today. What's he
Another one from
you.
Rolex. Oh, controversy.
Yep.
Drama.
Drama.
So what? So she didn't realize you actually need every link?
She kept it at. There's a super chat.
Hang on one tick. I'm just checking something out. Just checking. Okay. No, that's okay. We don't have any rebels streaming. Lolex, $5. I didn't ban Pavel. This guy has a problem for me for no reason, and said we're going to fight when we see each other in Las Vegas this fall. Shit. Don't just be nice, guys. Come on, guys. Don't be like that. There's no need to be nasty. Bondage and discipline, $20. Sovereign or Diego for Blondie. Someone please take her.
That's trouble with the capital T, mate.
Sorry, so you went there, Ronnie Paul. You know what you should have done?
Well,
taken a fucking link out and said it's tight. Can you get me a link? This is bullshit, Ronnie Paul.
All right, so listen. So anyways, I told her, well, I don't care. I want the link anyways. And she goes, well, we have a policy here at Rolex, and if you wanted to add a link to make an adjustment, that's fine. But when you come to us just asking for a link, that's considered a part, and Rolex doesn't sell parts.
Yes.
So I said to her, you know what? Well, then just take the watch in and put the link on it. Then I can always remove it. So she says to me, well, I got to go in. I'm going to submit the watch and see if they have the link. If they don't have the link.
How much was the link? What's the price?
It was all in. It was all in tax was $83 Canadian.
Yeah, not much.
Yeah. So she says if we don't have the link, we'll have to order it from Geneva. But in order for us to order it from Geneva, you would have to submit the watch.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you have a relationship with this AD?
No, this isn't an AD. This was Rolex Canada. I went to the actual Rolex building.
So what happened then? What happened then?
So anyway, so she took the watch in. I sat in their little lounge there, and 15 minutes later, 20 minutes later, she comes out and says, "Yeah, luckily we have the link. So one of the watchmakers is going to put the link on in the next little while, and you'll get your watch back." So that's what happened. So I wasted 45 minutes in their lounge for a link.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, you wanted the link, so that's okay. Because
wanted
you're
the link.
anal like me. I would wait a day. I wait 45 days.
There was one.
So getting back to the car mats.
Yes.
Hey, so I was
really-
going to actually ask something related to that last super chat. You know, I know you're happily married and blah blah blah, but hypothetically, would you take Blondie on?
You'd have to sleep with one eye open and a Bowie knife under the mattress. Absolutely. Run for your life, man. No way.
Run, so run.
Yep. Run, Forrest, run. Arch, a reversal of luxury. You bought a luxury car. Luxury cars have started putting carpet in them after the 50s instead of a rubber floor. You've now got a luxury car with luxury carpet. Now you've gone and put a rubber floor back in it.
Yes.
Another super chat, Arch.
No, but you don't understand. Another super chat. Mrs. B&D, $1. Thank you. No, I put the rubber in because the kids and the wife can't be trusted to wipe their feet clean, and they're not following my protocol for storing their shoes in the trunk.
I didn't
in a
make you have a
plastic
rubber mat
bag.
on your side when you came out with Sov.
I
I
had
didn't make
clean
you.
shoes. I'd had clean shoes.
So are you thinking of keeping the car? Is that why you're treating it with kid gloves? Because realistically, if you're leasing it, you're just keeping it for the next person in perfect condition. You should be, if you're not going to keep it, you're paying for it regardless of how much you use it or don't. You should be using it to the maximum, enjoying it to the maximum. So that's what, in your head, are you going to keep it after the 5 years or you're not?
Okay.
Otherwise,
I pray to God. I can get a 4 Series coupe next. Okay.
Yeah.
But the reality is, who knows what YouTube? There's no certainties
You won't
in
need
life.
4 doors. You won't need 4 doors in 5 years' time because your kids will be grown up. They'll have license of their own. They won't need 4 doors.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking maybe. Look, I'll be honest with you, Sov. I love it. I love I like to look after my stuff, just like you like, because it's my choice, because it's my car. I don't want to get that car hustling for eToro. How about I rent it to eToro? What do you think of that idea? So
eToro, aren't they a investment people? Stocks and
eToro
shares?
is a company that does in America. They do rentals.
Oh, rentals. I thought
you rent out your domestic car to earn extra money whilst you're, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Vehicle sharing, right?
What do you think? So look at some. Ha ha ha! Bondage and discipline, $10. Poll: Blondie, Kelly, on time, or Jenny Elm? I tell you what, Kelly, I think she's a very nice woman. She's happily married as well, so she's not available. And Jenny L is also happily married. So I think, yeah, exactly. But
poll.
which one? Look, they're both cool. They're cool. Look, I don't judge women by
Is he
their
talking
looks.
about Blondie or
poll.
Supercar Blondie?
I judge
Make a poll
women
in the chat.
Michael, Jenny Ellie.
Let
Jenny
us be
Ellie
the judge.
for Sol.
Arch.
Yeah. Jenny Ellie.
David Williams is coming on. Hello, David.
And Jenny
I
Ellie's
kind of
mom.
like Kelly. I kind of like Kelly, I have to say. She seems nicely.
Cold, like flipping all day. Nowhere near to open the doors and windows. Nowhere near to top up my food bowl. Nowhere near to give out treats like I'm at the fridge. There's not even been any cheese and wine parties in the garden. Business meetings. Absolutely disgusting. I was going to write to Larry at Downing Street to make a formal complaint.
Another super chat, Archie.
The reason the humans
Before it gets
clean and literally told I.
There we go. Okie dokie. Next one we've got here is ex Mrs. B and D. $20. Bondage and discipline has ED. 1 minute man. We've all suffered from ED. We've all suffered from ED. I'm not too proud to admit that myself. Sov, I've had ED troubles.
So what caused it? Was it drugs? Was it alcohol? Was it the talent wasn't good enough? How was it? Was it shame?
All sorts of stresses and lives.
Was it guilt? Was it Catholic guilt? Was it Catholic guilt?
One of the things you've got to realize is a good mistress knows when to shut her fucking mouth.
Well, you're always born with something to do that, Arch.
It's like, Tiger Woods, that woman he was with, he paid her all this money and the bitch wouldn't keep her mouth shut. Remember that? Tiger Woods paid millions for these hookers and the bitches couldn't even keep their mouth shut. I mean, if you've made money out of this transaction, why don't you shut your fucking mouth and just be nice about things?
But was his...
And how many women have I been with who then say the same thing? You know what?
Was his indulgence, Archie? Was his indulgence? He was an excellent sportsman when he was indulging in extracurricular activities and all that type of stuff. As soon as he gave all that up, his career was almost over. As he couldn't play anymore. He lost his mojo. So was that part of his mojo? Was that the thrill, the success, the high of multiple women's multiple conquests part of his ability to play? And was that a catalyst in actually his performance?
I'm going to put this question in here for
Ron the Shrink's in the house. He could analyze this a bit. I've been reading a couple of his
was he
comments.
actually was his emasculation actually part of his performance level as an elite sportsman?
And you notice this: if a man, what about if a man started complaining about your performance? then all hell would break loose. Oh no! Oh, he said this.
Super chat, Archie. Super chat.
Super chats. I tell you what. 4 and 9's fine. $2. Blondie, what's your only fans?
Okay, guys, I appreciate it. Hey, Arch, take care, bud.
Hey, Mr. Tudor, to you, we love you. Congratulations.
Mr. Tudor, thank you so much, buddy.
Wear it in good health. And I got to
will.
tell you, when you get in the Monte Carlo, man, I reckon that'll be absolutely.
Monte Carlo.
I get the blue. The blue
Blue
and
and the orange. Blue and the orange. Blue and the orange.
Yeah, blue and the orange.
Yeah, the big box. You're going to get the NATO and the stainless steel bracelet.
They're a bargain. They're a relative bargain.
They're only like 4,000 or 5,000, aren't they, Arch? If that, mate.
4,500, 47.
Yeah. Oh, but you can get them cheaper. Hunt around a bit more.
Yeah.
They're
Okay,
a great
guys,
watch, but see you
it was
later.
good seeing you guys. I appreciate it.
No worries.
Bacana, cara.
Ciao, cara. Ciao.
He's a good guy. He's a great guy, you know. What language is he speaking, Marcelo?
Portuguese. Portuguese.
Portuguese. Perfect.
Olá, Mateus.
And I speak Portuguese, so I was speaking with him Portuguese.
Yeah, that's so cool, man. Sovereign, I got to tell you, man, seriously. The thing is, you've got to realize this whole watch thing is the watch community itself there. I got to tell you, Sov, it ain't easy. It ain't easy.
So, anyone else on the panel? Ronnie Paul would. My theory is, Ronnie Paul, and I was talking to Archie about this, when you go to buy a second-hand car off a person, what's the first thing you look at?
Well, I live in Canada in Ontario, which is known as the Rust Belt. So the first thing I'm gonna look at is at the body integrity. So I'm gonna look underneath it to see if the floor pans are rusted out.
Before you get there,
Talking about their house, their home where they're living, what do you look at when you see them?
Well, usually, I guess, judging by the house that they live in, you probably make some assumptions about what kind of condition the car is in.
Exactly. So if you have a look at it, if the first thing is you step onto the man's footpath or sidewalk and you have a look at his lawn, if he's going to look after his lawn, he's going to look after his car.
Like if you're going to come up to their house, Archie, and it's a guy with a wife and 6 kids, and they're running around, and there's all sorts of toys strewn all over the front yard, you know, it's not going to be a pretty car.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
So, Arch, the car's a keeper. What's your 5-year plan? You want the 2-door, or it's not a keeper, or not no keeper?
I want to have the option. If I treat it like shit,
or
why not treat it well?
Would you purchase it for the missus? The Honda would be had it by then, and then you could have your 4-door. You could have your 2-door 4 Series.
I got to be honest with you. I've got a feeling with these cars, the way they're all engineered now, they're only meant to last
10 years
7,
tops.
8 years. Get rid of it. You know what I'm saying, Sov?
You're going to be problem free for 5 years, and then you're just going to have nuances after that. But you're going to have big coin after 10. Big coin.
Yeah.
Guys,
so
make sure you vote in this poll. There's a poll in the
What
chat.
about your
going on.
Mercedes, Sov? How do you think that's going? How many years are you going to keep the 280?
380.
No, the sedan. The
E320. Oh, that's
320.
320. Yeah.
I thought it was a 280.
No, 320.
Your Mercedes, it'd be a 350 then.
Oh, no, we did have a 320. Is now 350. Yeah, exactly. 320 was the older one, and this current model is a 350. Yeah.
Yeah. So, how long would you keep that for?
I've already had it for 2007. So, yeah, 15 years. It's already 15 years old. It's got about 180,000 on it.
How come it's not playing up? Touch wood.
Oh, those engines did have that balance bearing shaft problem. The shaft wasn't the problem; it was the sprocket on the end. They made it out of secondhand bubble gum, but ours missed that, so it had been repaired by then. They also have a air venturi problem, which is made out of plastic that breaks. There's a metal replacement, so that's been sorted. And there's a couple of sensor faults, which they usually fall over, but they're not that
If yours was an E200 instead of a 350, how long would it have lasted?
It would have already been gone, or already been
You
gone.
reckon?
Yeah. Because that's still from an era of larger capacity straight sixes, which are more slower revving, not forced induction, which so has a longer lasting time.
Yours has direct injection.
Yeah.
Your direct injection fouls up too, doesn't it?
Well, because the
Carbon?
fuel mix is not going through the intake manifold, it's not cleaning because the fuel is basically a cleaner. So yeah, but you're always going to have carbonation of the inlet
Okay, we're
manifold.
going to get
They're
off
all
this car
plastic
talk.
now,
It's
they're all
poison
plastic
for
car
the ratings. I've been told.
Poison. Car talk finished. Car talk's finished. Back to watches.
Ronnie Paul, I got
Tim
the
Tim was asking. He's never seen my watch collection, but if he was an Archieluxury affinio, you'd already seen my watch collection on Archie's channel earlier.
He should know, of course. I thought that when he asked it. I
If
thought, what
Tim
the
was
fuck?
an Archie fan, he'd already seen my watch collection on Archie's channel.
Must have missed it. You mean like a review, like a collection review?
A review, paid review. Yes, paid review.
Has it been mentioned that this collection was Savrons?
Maybe not.
Oh.
Maybe the
So
character of Sovereign wasn't around
Maybe
then.
I've seen it because I've seen all of the collection reviews. But
it was from a while back.
See someone trying to dig himself out of a hole at the moment.
No hole to dig. I'm just asking, and Sovereign didn't seem to have an answer.
But there was
say,
the
right, he didn't say
There
yes.
was
It was
one.
under my name. He said I don't know, which is why I don't remember seeing one. But I would love to. If you have a link, I would love to see it.
Where's the link, Arch, for the chocolates? Where's that? Did you ever find that one? The last diet you were on, and I sent you a big bag of candy and confectionery.
Find them. It's hard to find them. You know,
It's hard to find that link. It's hard to
I
find.
sent you that photo. Remember that? I found that.
Yes, you did. Yes.
Yeah. It is what it is. You know, this is how life is. But I got to tell you, Tim. How's YouTube going for you, Timmy?
It's hard, Archie. It's hard. Why did you tell me YouTube was going to be easy? It's
I
hard.
didn't say it was easy. I said it's fucking impossible. That's what I said. Beyond hard. How's that survey going? The statistics in the poll.
The
Blondie's the
Blondie's
clear leader.
It's been hard. Always been hard.
Blondie's the clear leader with Jenny second, with Kelly last. I like Kelly. She's probably. I love Kelly, but anyhow, it's what you guys favor there. I can't force you to like what I like. You've got to do what you feel comfortable with.
She's married, right?
Yeah.
That had an effect on my vote.
Make sure everybody votes. Come on. We have 245 people watching. Nobody has upvoted. And also Kelly is last. Come on. Vote for
Kelly,
Kelly,
a new
guys.
C class out now.
I just upvoted.
And vote for
Forgot.
Kelly. Come on. The Kelly has to be clear winner. What is this? Come on.
Okay, I'll change my vote.
You
Hey,
can't change your
Sovereign,
vote.
did you know there's a new C class
Mikey,
out
how
now?
could you?
Well, she's married, so I didn't vote for her.
Mikey, that doesn't matter. This is hypothetical. You don't actually have to go and
Well, then
ask her out.
then Kelly's by far my vote.
Yeah.
I think we've contaminated the sample
So-
by these doubts here. See, we've contaminated.
So
our
deduct
sample.
one vote from Jenny L. Move it over to Kelly.
Vote. Everybody should vote. Come on. Look at this. Halva said he voted for Kelly. Come on.
There's actually a nice little comment saying Mike and Blondie would make a nice couple. I think it's a cute couple.
They would. Mike,
Yeah,
you got
I
two
think-
spare rooms, right? The Blondie can
Yeah,
technically come
yeah,
stay with you.
yeah. I think we'd probably torture each other brilliantly together. Yeah.
Blondie and Mikey will go together like chocolate and peanut butter. What do you think?
Marcelo, don't forget. I think
That could be the way to go. What do you think?
What's that?
You got to be happy. You know this?
If I had a spare bedroom, the blondie could stay with me, but I don't.
Yeah. Blondie can come stay in my spare bedroom.
Tim, maybe you need to get a house first, and then you'll get a spare bedroom.
It's got.
Sorry, hey, listen, I just want to
able...
just address something. So many people say, "Oh, I hate Tim." It's simply not true. I don't
Sirocco,
dislike Tim.
I would need to
He's
be able
okay.
to afford rent all on my own.
Well, there is that too. I didn't like to say anything.
Before I even start thinking
Yeah.
of buying a house.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's hilarious. Oh. It's hard. It's hard.
His stuff gone away. He's gone away. It's okay. We'll talk to Ronnie Paul. Ronnie Paul, I love the mats, by the way, Ronnie Paul.
Yeah. Well, that's good, man. Use them.
No, I'm here. I'm here. Jenny's taking the lead. Jenny's taking the lead. Jenny's taking the lead.
Tim in Mike's spare room 2022.
Jenny's taking the lead, Timmy. Jenny's taking the lead.
I know. Why? I said
Blondie's
vote
come
for
on.
Kelly.
Blondie's come on Archie to self-promote herself.
Yeah.
Kelly's come on Archie to self-promote herself, then made a video saying how awkward it was when Archie read her soul.
Mm-hmm.
That's my chamois,
And-
by the way, there. The chamois there.
Is it a leather one? Leather?
Yes. Yeah,
Why do we
leather.
need to see this?
Yeah. Leather.
Yeah.
Is it-
You?
I had it with my old car. It
Do you
hasn't
remember
got
Big
much.
Kev? Do you remember Big Kev, Archie? Big Kev
died.
One more time. One more time.
Yeah, he's died.
And I bought this. This was another. This was the one I had for another car, but I put it in the washing machine. It's still very good. I can use that still.
Mm.
Cool.
Are you enjoying washing your car, Arch, or has it become a chore yet?
It's actually a pretty big car. These bloody 3 Series have become like 5 Series, you know?
Yeah, well, it's creep, isn't it?
Ooh, what
And
is
my
that?
back gets sore from bending down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you'll get good exercise, Arch, when you wash your car.
You become flexible, more flexible, nimble.
Rourke Malcolm, $2. Jenny L. Arch. Wow. Amazing. Did you know they're bringing out the new C-Class SUV? Or you don't like C's? It's only E and S's for you.
Exactly. It's got a E or an S.
You were looking at an SL for yourself. What happened, Sov?
It hasn't been released yet. Hasn't been released yet. It's coming out in the US in the next quarter, and probably Australia.
What about the current SL? Don't you like the current one?
There is no current SL. The current SL's dropped. You can't buy an SL. There is no SL. The SL has been dropped. It's been dropped for about 2 years. There is no SL.
And there's no
You can't buy an
SLK. You know that?
There's no SL.
SLC.
It's been dropped. First time there hasn't been an SL since like the 50s.
How do you feel about that?
So I'm waiting for the new one. But the new one looks dog ugly because it's got this stupid bloody LG 34-inch monitor sitting in the middle of the dashboard.
Why do they do that? Why?
I don't know. I think that's a bad mistake. I hope there's an option. If you pull it up, it's too large. It's ugly. It's Tesla ugly. It's not for an SL. SL Sport Light, not monitor heavy.
Heavy and fat.
It's ugly. Have a look at the new SL. It hasn't been released yet, but there's images, renderings of it, and the monitor in the middle of the dashboard. It's horrible.
I see. Disappointing. Very disappointing, Sovron.
What you eating there, Timmy?
Chocolate.
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 Big Kev, the Gold Coast mega millionaire. Wonder who got all his money and those multiple properties after. What happened to Big Kev? He had that chemical company, didn't he, or what?
Big Kev, he had cleaner, wasn't it? A cleaner? He started selling cleaners.
Big Kev.
Big Kev. He was on morning shows with Bert Newton and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, Bert Newton, he's dead as well.
Yeah.
So sad, isn't it? Guys, I'm going to wrap this show up in a couple minutes. Are you running a show, Marcelo?
Marcelo, wakey.
Marcelo doesn't. He doesn't pay attention much.
He doesn't. He doesn't. I
You
had
got-
to tell him to.
You got to be
know,
truthful. Marcelo doesn't pay attention too much.
Archie finishes and
Timmy's the
Marcelo's
obvious.
there,
Look at his,
and then
his
Marcelo's not
beady
there,
eyes
and
darting
I've
around
got to
every
tell him
corner
to
of the
go to
screen.
his own
What's
stream.
going on?
Tim's waiting to hear. So Tim, are you running a show after this stream?
Yeah.
That's a surprise.
That's a surprise.
It hasn't been too bad a show today, I must admit. You know what?
So you're finishing early, Archie.
Sorry?
What's the end of the poll?
You're finishing
Poll.
early today, Archie, again.
Yeah, I tell you what's
Yeah,
happening. I got to
always
get some footage for the car show.
You going to a car show?
No, I
You got a
got
super chat, Archie. Super chat.
the new C class. I got invited to a sneak preview.
So when's the new Rolex? When's the new?
I'll pick you up on the way, Sov. Do you want to go?
When today?
Yeah.
I got to be at work this afternoon at 2.
Okay.
When's the new Rolex out? When's the Rolex is out? When's the new Rolex?
Man, it's a disaster. Rourke Malcolm, $2. Any Jenny L Arch. We got that one. Thank you. Post
What would
the
happen?
link, Timmy.
What do you reckon?
Timmy,
What do you reckon if Rolex did
5
something?
minutes, Timmy. 5 minutes.
There's
now.
another one,
Okay.
Archie. You missed. There's another one after that.
Dropped it.
What would happen if Rolex?
Poker Rich.
Poker Rich, £1.80 AC3. Thoughts on the insane Rolex prices? Fucking stupid. Absolutely ludicrous. What were you saying, Sav? You're saying what would happen?
What if Rolex dropped the Pepsi to introduce a Coke?
Oh!
What if they dropped the Pepsi?
It would explode in value.
Because remember how hot the Hulk was, and they dropped that. What if they dropped the Pepsi to make a Coke?
Thomas, $5. Great stream, guys. Nice to see. So I love my Sav on
Thanks,
here.
man.
You're a great guy, Sav. I just love the vibe. You know, the vibe is important to me.
Everyone's good fun here. Mike's always fun. Timmy's always controversial. Sirocco and Timmy have always got that beautiful love.
They got that chemistry. You know that
the chemistry. The chemistry.
Sirocco is the sail in my wind.
Wind in your sail.
Wind in your sail.
Wind in your sail. Yeah. You know,
I know.
If you're going to bullshit, get the right bullshit. Eh?
I'm going to wrap that poll up. The clear winner is Jenny.
Jenny Ellie. Sov called it.
And
Jenny
also,
Ellie.
can Mrs. Bondage and Discipline jump on my stream? I would love to talk to her on the after show.
Oh, come to Marcelo time. It's such a relaxing time at Marcelo time.
See, Timmy wants to get the controversy on. He's used the last dying minutes of Archie show to get on the controversy. He's seen how much controversy she causes.
And to be honest,
Gone for the
with
lead
you, to be
again, Archie.
fair,
Gone for the lead.
I will be posting the link now. I will be posting the link for Marcelo time, just to be fair.
Thanks, buddy.
You know, I like to be fair because, you know, you do understand you got to be fair. You know what
Archie
I mean?
isn't fair and just, man. I've always said that when it comes to finance, when it comes to discipline, when it comes to justice, Archie's not fair and fair.
You got to be fair, don't you? You know what I mean? I like to be fair. I don't like to just, you know, but I think Timmy, we give him a good run too. We get him a lot of leads.
Oh, we give Timmy gets a good
Timmy-
run.
It has to be, as Saw says.
Gets a lot of fisting in there. He gets a lot of. He gets a lot. He's all right. He keeps bouncing.
As Saw says, it's got to be truth, justice, and the Archie way.
Exactly.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword.
Yep.
On Archieluxury.
Rule 1: Archie's always right. Rule 2: when Archie's wrong, see rule
C1. See rule 1.
Exactly.
You know, this is exactly what we like to do because, you know, this is the whole thing, is that you got to remember YouTube is a tough space. And good thing about it is we've got a good alliance. See, Timmy, Marcelo time is part of your solution.
Yeah.
He's not a competitor. Okay? This is always how we win. We've got a good team. Posting a few links now. Marcelo time. Go and subscribe. Timmy, post a few more links now, please. A few more links at the bottom, please.
Thanks, guys.
And I would love to invite the blondie onto the after show.
Okay, guys, I will see you tomorrow. I'm going to see if I can get some footage of the new C-Class.
Just
That's
go and
also
tell the
got the
roommate that,
fucking.
Timmy.
It's also got the fucking. This new C-Class has got the fucking iPad in the terminal too.
You're going to the release party, Archie. Archie's going to the release party. Get in early to get the free canapes.
He's going to the release party of a Mercedes in a BMW.
No, I'm taking the Honda. I'm not taking the BMW. It's too hot. The weather's
Come
too
on,
hot out there. I'm
Archie.
not... What?
Come
The
on.
only release party Archie goes to is usually got to do
Why
with
would
the
I
parlor
take the
girls.
Honda? The BMW only goes out with the wife. I don't need to impress fucking salesmen. I can tell you that much.
So
Why
you're
would I
going
See
want
the
to
Beamer
impress
and
car
they'll see the
salesmen?
Honda and go, who the fuck? They'll see the Beamer and go, this is an important man.
No, you don't understand. They got my dad's Mercedes. I use the phone number. My phone number's on there.
Oh, well,
so
there
they
you go.
already said you
Okay.
got a C2 da da da. They already suck up to me.
Yeah. I forgot
So
that bit.
I don't need to fucking say anything to them.
Hey, get out.
They can stick it up their ass, you know.
Show us your dog, Mikey, before we go. Show us your dog.
Ah.
Come on, get Scooter up. Scooter.
All right. Hold on.
Scooter.
In the balance of fairness, a few more links for Marcelo would be really handy. As Tim's just flooding now. Anyone else that would be trolling and spamming.
It's a flood. It's a flood.
Okay, guys. There we go. That's Scooter. Okay, guys, we're going. See you tomorrow, guys. Love you all. Car Talk tomorrow early. Check it out on the Archieluxury channel.